What happened?
Updates. These frickin' Windows updates.
Okay, from the top.
Okay,
From the top, make it drop the wet ass bards.
Hello, Route 66, water under the bridge.
We're
Fifth
here.
edition
Hello.
D&D.
That was. We were just testing you all.
Just testing. We're playing Temple of Elemental Evil, converting it to 5th edition, setting it in a homebrew world. We really like it. Thank you for being here. Ava,
It's
who the
fun.
hell are you?
Hi, I'm Ava. I play the wonderful human rogue, Junko. And, you know, we're on a lot of adventures, no wings coming from me, no paranoia or anything. But hey, if you like me on here, you can catch me tomorrow in Monday's game too, playing a really weird witch called Faya. And if you don't like D&D anymore for whatever sad reason, you can find me on Twitch TV of Arichu.
Just destroying our.
I said if you don't like D&D for whatever sad reason, okay? And, like, that's
Yeah,
their
that's
fault.
a crime, though.
Then
Yeah,
what
it
you
is
doing
pretty much
here?
a crime. Like, I didn't know
Stop
what to
watching
say.
this. Go away.
Yeah.
I mean, or you know, it would really show it would really stick it to D&D if you stuck around
Yeah,
and supported
stick it
us,
to
like,
him if you just
that
watched
would, that would
us.
Yeah,
sure show
yeah,
D&D who's boss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm just playing. Look, I make these things up on the spot. Sometimes they are like grade A material, and then sometimes they just need to go in the trash.
like a
This
McDonald's
is one
ice
of those ones
cream
that need to
machine.
go in the trash. Yeah.
Exactly.
I am broken. McDonald's ice cream machine right now.
You never know what you're gonna get if you're gonna get anything. Ashlo.
Hi, I'm Ashlow. I've never used a McDonald's ice cream machine.
Good. Job.
So I have no idea how to take that. I play Ithri, who's an adorable dwarf. Sometimes is a scary dwarf. Sometimes is a confused dwarf, which is most like the person who plays him. You can't find me anywhere else on the internet, probably apart from maybe my other half's stream on a Fridays sometimes. I don't sell anything. I have been making furniture though, but it's for me, so I'm not selling it.
Oh.
Is that
yeah.
what's behind you?
I was gonna say, how about
That's
some
why
Route 66
there's-
brand furniture?
Weird wooden frame stuff. This isn't it finished, by the way. That
No, I
isn't
thought
like
that
That's
was
good.
complete.
That's good.
Like
yeah.
very complete. Like that's
Very
just what the cats
minimalist.
do. Yeah.
It's modern.
Yeah.
Modern
Yeah.
look.
How
Yeah.
does it work? I don't
That's
understand. Well, you see, the cat walks across it, and that's it.
Cats love it at the moment. They won't when it's finished.
Well, thank you very much. Ash, hi.
Yes, hi.
Hello.
I'm Ashley. You can hear me okay, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
See.
Sounds good. Okay, just making sure. I play Cora, and when I'm not playing Cora, I'm playing Seoni on Mondays. And when I'm not playing D&D or Pathfinder, you can find me on Pixelbound Studios on Facebook and Instagram and Patreon and probably other places I'm forgetting. And I make cute stuff and sell it, like this little burb.
Is it my favorite?
Oh my god.
Cute.
Hello. It's a parakeet. Not a parakeet. Wait, yeah, a parakeet.
Yeah, parakeet. Oh, I have those. Where am I at?
Yeah.
It's not going to focus. That might be for the best, though, because then it won't refocus anyway.
That's true.
Yours
Oh.
focused better than mine did.
Oh.
And I'm going to a con at the end of the month.
Oh, and she also made this lovely mug.
Yes. And I make mugs too.
which I thoroughly enjoy and drink my coffee out of.
I do too.
What was the 30th through
First.
August 1st.
Mhm.
Yes, I'll be at a con in Kalamazoo. It's called Doki Dokkan. If you're interested, you can look it up.
And then come say hi.
Right.
I still
And you
think
can
you're lying
Come say hi.
about them being a Kalamazoo. I don't buy that.
It's a real city in a real state.
No.
I mean, the state you might be able to convince people of, but city.
Yeah.
Michigan?
There's also a Hell, Michigan, so there's that too.
Yeah, that's a very
That
diverse
makes more
track.
sense.
Yeah,
The
that
hell?
actually that tracks.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a
Wow.
city called Hell in Michigan.
I believe that over Kalamazoo.
The more you know.
And there's a movie that takes place in Hell, Michigan.
What about?
I mean, there's loads of
Reed,
places that-
California.
I was gonna say
Great place.
there's a California, Michigan, so
Oh,
that's true. Cryptic.
Did we decide?
Am I
Yeah.
doing
we
cryptic?
did
Yeah.
decide who
I
was.
think Ava
who was
decided
who.
for him that McKnightsey was doing it.
Yeah, I did.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I wasn't aware of this till this moment. Hello everyone. My name's Cryptic. I play Dracon, the human wizard. Hey kids, get off my lawn! I stream on Twitch. I don't remember what I stream on Twitch, but I am there. Most of the days of the week I stream variety streamer on Twitch. Yes, I'm a little old. I forget these things sometimes. It's okay. Don't say I'm old or I'm gonna hurt you. Get off of my lawn, you kid.
Wow, it's like he's here. I can.
Mhm.
I want
I
to
thought
be
he was sick.
absent just so I could see someone do this for me. It'd be
Right?
fucking funny.
Every time I'm absent, nobody plays though.
Oh.
Saraha.
Hi, I'm Saraha. I'm playing Nova Cree. She's a druid with one arm. That's it. You can find me elsewhere on the internet under the username Osaraha. I just changed it.
Oh,
And it's cute.
Saraha.
Oh,
Oh,
Sarah.
Saraha. So many different connotations under which you can say that name.
Oh, Sarah.
Could you use it as like
Don't say it like
profanity,
that.
Oh, Saraha.
Yeah, you can say it like that. You can say it with disappointment. You can say it with excitement. I don't know.
Surprise?
The Ava way.
That would be a good
Surprise. So many emotions.
I feel.
I am streaming on Twitch Soma right now because I promised people in my community I would play a scary game, and
Such a
here
good
we are
game.
playing a scary game. It's good. So, yeah, I'm excited to play today though.
Thank you very much. I'm very excited as well. McKnightsey.
Hey,
can actually
what's up,
do you
guys?
this
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Hey, what's up, guys? No. I'm McKnightsey. I
That's
play
very
Thrithiel the Elf, and on occasions, Dracon, but that's only on occasions. We'll see if I get that back. You can't find me anywhere else. I don't stream at all because I'm busy working my life away. But every now and then, you might find me in some of these amazing people's streams, just being my adorable self. Yeah. Aside from that, I'm looking forward to this game and see what kind of mischief we get ourselves into.
Oh, we'll see about that. Thank you, McKnightsey. I am Askell Archer, or Tim, the Dungeon Master. I will be running the show today. I didn't even notice you updated my name to Askell. Thank you, Ashlow. It's just reflexive. I will be playing all of the NPCs, the bad guys, the animals, whether or not they're part of the Horse Mafia.
Yep.
Occasionally, depending on the druid's whims, I may very well have to play a few plants. It's happened before. It could happen again.
Yeah, that one time you played grass.
I also.
If you want to see some grass, check out our first edition Temple of Elemental Evil, Tomb of Horrors. If you want to see him play some
Who
grass.
goes to the Tomb of Horrors, lands on some desolate beach, and starts talking to the seaweed instead of exploring the goddamn dungeon? I digress.
We
Why
couldn't
not?
find the dungeon, so we asked the grass.
So we asked the grass.
That is a solid strategy. Druid approved.
It causes me such pain to remember.
Wait, can I say something else? It wasn't the druid who did it. I was the druid, and it wasn't me.
That's
Was
amazing.
the freaking
Wow.
monk?
Okay, that's it.
What's the-
Anyway, I will also be adjudicating rules, deciding when something is a little too absurd and needs to be stamped out, lest you end up with a monk speaking to a beach full of grass. I will be taking the text of the adventure that I am running and translating it and converting it kind of on the fly so our players can make their way through it and tell a cohesive, satisfying story along the way. When I'm not DMing on Route 66, you can find me on my own channel under that name. Lately, I've been streaming Horizon Zero Dawn for the first time. That somehow I went years without playing, getting spoiled. Game. I don't know how. And if you haven't played that game, you should go play that right now. What are you waiting for? It's so good.
After us, though.
Yeah.
After
not
this.
Right now. Yeah, like after our show. Exactly. Yeah, you'll need the monitor that we're on, and obviously we can't share.
Between you and Ava, we're gonna have no one left to watch this.
I'm sorry, I didn't think about it. So that's us. And we don't really have anything to announce at present. Wait a minute. I forgot to introduce our most important character. Chat, if you want to be involved in the game today. You can be involved by spending your channel points, your gold pieces, I should start calling them, to purchase Chat's Blessings, which go into a little pool on the right side of the screen. And our players can spend those to give themselves a plus or minus 1 on any d20 roll, or to give me a minus or plus 1 on any d20 roll. You can also splurge and spend a big old load of gold pieces to instead purchase Inspiration, which will go to whichever player is currently most relevant in the scene, in the active moment. So those are some ways you can be involved. It makes a difference. It definitely affects the game in a big way and can change whether or not that one psychopathic asshole gets charmed and spills his guts, telling you all about how he didn't actually torture your friends to death. You know? You never know
that was the best use of Chat's Blessing so far, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. That was pretty good.
For sure.
Yeah. It changed the game.
I love that. Love finding out my friends are.
And here was me hoping you'd find out by way of crossing swords against them. All right. So that being said, shall we recap? Hell yeah.
Yes.
All right. So
I was nodding enthusiastically. I don't know if you could see it.
Me too.
You guys are in the coastal tropical, by the way. Some of you apparently didn't know that. The coastal tropical nation of Saragarda, ruled by the god emperor Archael. You've been dwelling in the community of Hummelbank for over a week now, for a fair bit of time, where you've done some good works. You put a stop to some cult activity in a nearby ruined moat house, and you've discovered that there is a temple from a terrible conflict 10 years ago called the Temple of Elemental Sin, which is on the rise once more. It was supposed to have been stamped out, but its leadership were allowed to survive, and they have healed and are rebuilding from possibly within the very ruins of the temple itself. You have exposed their agents in Hummelbank. Along with a couple of spies, you've taken prisoner one of their officers, and you spent much of the last game interrogating these people. First, the two spies, who told you a lot of the plans, a lot of the layout of the temple, some of the people who are in charge who you should watch out for, what their plans were for Hummelbank. And then they dropped a little bit of a bomb on Novacree when they revealed that one of the officers who is responsible for protecting the lowest reaches of the temple is a fast rising within the ranks new recruit who was none other than one of Novacree's fallen friends. Alive, well, and seemingly loyal to the temple itself. Following this interrogation, Cora and Novacree spent some time with the imprisoned Dark Cleric Lareth. Cora gave him more comfortable arrangements seems to have some rapport with him, and they had a more or less friendly conversation. Once Cora departed, Nova Cree revealed herself, charmed him, and got a little bit of truth out of him. She learned that of her friends, none were killed on the spot. 2 were sacrificed, and 2 were sacrificed. 2 were imprisoned, and 1 was handed over to the Grand Wizard Hector to be educated or re-educated in the ways of the temple. He also revealed that he has no intention of staying where he's at, though he also has no intention of hurting Cora unless he has to. So, with these revelations,
Wait.
most of you...
Don't forget about the other thing that happened.
I haven't.
That means the
I was
rest
going
of
to
us.
say most of you retired for the night, went off to bed.
Nothing else happened.
One of you...
Oh no!
Huh?
I meant that she farted out a fog cloud and he ate it.
Oh, yeah.
Nom nom nom
Oh,
nom.
that's no biggie. That's
That's a
fine.
big deal!
Yeah, that's a big deal.
That's probably fine.
Don't downplay this terrifying thing that
That's
happened.
probably fine. Listen, the fog
No,
cloud
he
did
has-
what you needed it to. It masked how you left.
He has all strength.
And then
back
he
now.
ate my spell.
It's technically he devoured it, but that's fine.
Yeah, don't use that word.
That word is forbidden.
It's
The
fine.
word that shall not be known.
It's totally fine. Most of
Nothing
you
else happened.
retired. One of you had a visitor in the night.
Yeah, Ava did.
Sort of. A friend who you've been working with in the past, who informed you that the growing conflict between the humans of Saragarda and the elves of the Gnarlwood Forest, the conflict has intensified. The secondary elven noblewoman, the Countess Tilahi, was taken.
Bastards.
Presumably kidnapped. Not a lot of details were given about that, but she was taken from the elves. And this is being treated as nothing short of an act of outright war. The elven scout told Therithiel that you are to remain where you're at. You are to continue to spy on the humans. And as part of this spying, you reported to her that the Dark Cleric Lareth, presumed and reported dead, is in fact alive and being held in the Wizard Burns Tower. She told you to stand by, that she would return with instructions, and that you should hold present course for now.
An
And then-
addendum to that, I don't
Yes.
think I actually told her where he was being held captive.
I think you did. I could be mistaken. I will take your word for that, though.
Check the tapes.
It didn't. In this case, it doesn't change too much
Correct.
yet. But thank you for the addendum. But that is where we are now at. So, as we move into Hummelbank, the sun is rising.
I get up early.
I go check on Junko, see if she hasn't fallen off the thing again.
Are you
Oh,
guys
if the
still on the
sun
roof?
rises, I'm already up
I was
and
gonna-
writing.
I was gonna say, I think I would probably not have slept very much. I mean, the game required amount. But I would be, there's like a field out back, right? Behind the inn. Or
There's
something?
fields all around the community, to be honest.
Okay. Or the Druid's Grove is like really close, right? Like it's just across the way.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Druid's Grove is actually, you can get there from the very town square that the inn is
Okay.
attached to.
She probably, wouldn't have slept very well and gone and just meditated over there. She would have left a note though in her room because she remembers last time she just disappeared.
Don't make me
Cora
come
almost
find you.
because she went to go find her. So she left a note.
Okay.
At Druid's Grove. Don't be worried.
Yeah, just say yeah.
Is this something I would
Love
see
Nova.
from the top of the roof?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you see more or less all the activity that comes and goes from the inn from up there. So you'd have seen her leave, you'd have seen, all of it.
Everything the sun touches is my kingdom.
What about that shadow place over there?
I can't go there.
No.
That's the quarry. People only go there for sexy times.
And for murder
I mean, you're
times.
not wrong though.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Murder can be sexy.
That explains. No, never mind. Nothing. Nothing.
Moving on.
Talk about it.
Bow, chicka, bow, wow. You're gonna
well,
die tonight. Bow,
Cora,
chicka, bow,
Cora's gonna
wow.
go. Cora's gonna go to the kitchen after
Uh-oh.
seeing the note left by Nova, and she's gonna get some food if they will allow it.
Well, I mean, they're serving breakfast, so you can get some breakfast.
I want to get it pack it up in a little thing.
I would like to remind you that you are still paying for your food here.
Of course. Okay, technically, I'll pay for 2 breakfasts.
So a
then.
plain breakfast is 1 silver, an elaborate breakfast is 2.
Okay,
think
I'll
I
get
paid
2.
for
I'll get
yesterday's
2 elaborate breakfasts.
Okay.
Plus an apple.
Eyes.
That's
And
that's
an
part of the breakfast.
So 4 silver pieces.
Yep.
I only have 11 silver pieces left.
Oh no! Whatever are you
Only
gonna
you
do?
could convert your gold to silver.
Nah. And then I'm go find Junko. Is she outside training? You said.
Probably, yeah.
Do you do that out in the front yard? Do you do it out back? Do you go elsewhere to do that? Where do you imagine that you do that at?
Miss. Oh, there's the map right there. Let me find where I'm supposed to be. I'll probably do it by the stables, really.
Okay.
I'm assuming that's the stables with the hay roof.
The adjoined building? Yeah.
Yeah.
That is.
Junko. Junko.
Huh?
Oh, there you are. I'm gonna go to Burns Tower. We're not leaving today, right? We're doing some prep still.
No, Dracon needed to continue his scroll, and we're waiting for money.
Okay, so I'm gonna go to the tower, and then I'll be back here to work on some training. Okay? Oh, and Nova Cree left this note. Here you go. Give. Okay, bye! She runs off.
Inka just kind of waves and then gets back to it. But then realizes Novacree's by herself and then goes over there.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
My
no.
plans are foiled!
Okay. I would ask about E3, but I'm assuming you're taking the usual stance of E3
Sleeping?
sleeps in.
He's getting up early today, but still later than everyone else, so it's fine.
Okay. Well,
Early
I'll just
for
circle back to you. We'll just have you go last then. But
His
still,
early's
in
10
queue.
o'clock.
Yeah.
No, his early's 9.
That
Right,
is early,
that figures.
as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my early.
Therithiel, what are you doing?
I am having breakfast with Dracon in our booth.
Okay. Yep, I was going to say, Dracon is absolutely going to be getting up at his usual time, having breakfast, and then at the ass crack of dawn, he's going to go over to make sure Byrne is still working on his scroll, make sure that his money's still, doing Dracon things.
Steal another thing from Byrne.
Did he steal anything, or did he just?
No, he
no.
didn't steal it. He just finagled his
That's
way
it.
to get
Badgered
a wand
him.
and a holster. Yes, badgered is a
And the holster, correct.
Hey, is that a spell component pouch? Can I have that too?
Oh my gosh. That 50 gold
Bird.
pieces worth of diamond dust?
I had to leave
Hey,
everything
remember that
behind
one
and figure
time
out.
10 years ago that I taught you stuff?
Oh, me.
Hey, back.
So Dracon is off doing Dracon things, and I'm gonna
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep track of how much downtime you guys end up taking, and I'm just gonna let Krep do with that downtime what he wishes off stream. I'll talk to him. So assume Dracon is doing things, but I'm not going to be
Okay.
mentioning too much of what he's doing with his downtime because I want that to be up to him.
Yeah, I remember he wanted a scroll.
He definitely wants. Yes, I just don't know the details of that, so I'm gonna.
Well, let's be honest. He wants all the scrolls.
That is also
Yeah,
true.
he does. And the money.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And just the town in general, he wants.
We love you, Dracon.
Much love. Don't kill us.
As long as you know he could. Okay.
So then, I'm assuming he leaves me there by myself.
Once breakfast is finished, probably, unless, well, yeah, by necessity, he kind of has to.
I wonder if E3's up. And I will go up and go check on E3. Because I don't
What
want to be
time
alone.
in the morning?
Well, it's after breakfast, so I don't know.
Oh, okay.
8, 9, something?
Call
8
it-
o'clock, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
You wouldn't be told where to go at 8 o'clock.
Might even like catch E3 like just in the early stages of waking up, but still like ungroomed, undressed,
Just
maybe.
right.
Yeah.
In the buff
It's
as I
too
open his
hot,
door.
so he's probably just like on top of the bed, like.
I knew it.
I feel that. Yeah, I mean it's tropical and
I
they
feel
don't
that right
exactly have
now.
air conditioning, so that's probably true.
Aye.
Well, then I don't know if I want to open the door to that
Hey.
in the morning.
Maybe he'd be face down if that makes it any better.
No.
Hey, buddy. I'll be down in a sec.
Okay, let's
Get me breakfast.
Let's just say I knock on his door to see if he's up.
Yeah, that's me yelling at you. Get me
Okay.
breakfast. I'll be down.
Will do, E3. See you in our booth.
Wait.
Yeah, and I'll just head down.
Okay.
I'll go down
As
and
soon
I
as
also
possible.
buy him breakfast. So I bought
bless
breakfast for him and for
Okay.
Dracon.
And
Thank you,
guys,
kind
you all
sir.
have access to the handout with the meal prices.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
we do.
Just making sure.
Got him the expensive one. Ooh.
Oh, I got some work to do at the forge, which you're welcome to join me in if you've any interest.
I believe I will. I don't think I have anything else to do today, so I will join you.
Nice.
E3.
Is I presume everyone's up and about. Nova gone.
Yeah, don't know where she left, but I think everyone took their own way today. Usually, we all bond for breakfast at least, but today everyone seems to go do their own thing.
I think since the spies have been caught, it's all like there's safety, freedom. Everyone's like, yay, and stuff.
Agreed. I'll take a bite of my piece of bread. So then, I believe I will tag along with you, if that is okay, Master Dwarf.
Cool. Yeah, nothing interesting today, but could do with a hand. And my plan was to mark down hours of work. I need another 16.
So just a quick update on that. Starting with today's game session, I actually do want to handle downtime in the way that it is meant to for 5th edition, which is to say in chunks of work weeks. So we don't have to do the minutia of every day by day by day. So like if you want to spend some downtime on crafting, you would spend a work week doing so.
Okay, well,
That makes
I had 16 hours left, so
Right.
we can get that done today.
Right. To finish up what you've already got going is fine. Just
Yeah.
for going
Cool.
forward with the future, I just want you to be aware. So, okay,
Yeah.
let's cut over to Nova and Junko then in the Druid's Grove.
I think I am just sitting. I'm trying to remember your description of the Druid's Grove before. There was like some like stone cairns and stuff.
Yeah, I can actually
Right.
pull that up for you. Real quick.
Oh, perfect.
So the
Sorry,
Druid's
I don't
Grove.
remember.
Uh-oh. Where's my description of the grove? Okay.
It has a little pond, a house with a nice tree coming out of it. It's
It
all nice and
Yeah.
shiny. I hid in that
does.
tree.
I'm just kind of mortified that I.
The tree came to life and almost killed us.
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, that was
There
a bush.
couple of
I made friends with a bear. You didn't.
them.
Y'all want to make friends with a bear? I got you.
The bear's
So-
intelligent.
Here
I
we go.
thought we were on friendly terms, but apparently we weren't.
The trees are neatly pruned, and the grass here is well tended. There's a carefully placed line of bluish stones, which sets off the path leading to a rock cairn where flowers, nuts, berries, garlands of leaves, things like that are placed. There is a small path which leads beyond the shrine to a low-roofed wooden building, which looks very recently repaired, and is under the great boughs of the central oaks making up the copse of the grove. And you know that that's where Elowin currently dwells.
Yeah. I think Novakri would just be meditating, kind of maybe like absent-mindedly has Druid crafted some flowers native to her village and is kind of just maybe weaving a little crown out of them, but she's just meditating.
Junko?
She look like she's sulking at all.
No, not sulking. More... Sulking wouldn't be the right word. I think she's probably upset still from like the previous day's events or just the information that came out. But probably just trying to find comfort with nature.
Okay. So Junko's gonna go up very quietly and sit down next to you and meditate for like a minute to see if you, whether you notice her, and then assuming that you noticed her and ignored her because, you know, she's just gonna go,
I think when you sit down, she'll just look over you and then just hand you one of the flowers that she's Druid crafted.
I'm gonna pretend to not be as interested as I am in it.
I left a note this time so that Cora wouldn't be upset.
Yes, I have it. I was wondering if you were okay.
I think that's a hard question to answer. Not really, but
No? Do you want to talk about it?
I don't know what to say. What would you do if your friend that you grew up with were tortured and sacrificed and imprisoned and turned to work with this evil thing that we're supposed to be fighting with? I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Get stronger and kill it? I don't really have friends, so I don't know what to tell you.
I mean, we're friends, right?
I would say we're getting there.
She'll hand you another flower.
She'll, like,
Not a bribe.
eagerly take it, but her facial expression kind of stays neutral, like forced neutral. Like,
Question, do you have the mask on?
I do.
Are you, you're not from here, are you? Are you from far away?
I grew up far away, if that's what you mean.
Huh.
I was raised in... I almost said Cheliax for a second.
Oh, that's
Wrong game!
I got teleported here from another place. I don't know where I am. No, I grew up in Corvinia.
Do I know where that is? I don't.
You can make a history check.
Okay.
Cat wants attention.
Yeah. That's good. Good start. Natural
Okay,
one.
so you don't, like, you know it's another country. Politically speaking, you know that it is far away, but, like, beyond that, you're not really sure. Geography is not your strong
I
suit.
don't know anything about it.
Right,
Okay.
you don't really know other than it's a far away country.
I figure. Do you miss your home, or do you
I
not
miss
really
the
know it that
tea
well?
and the food. It's...
The tea that you make is from there?
Yes. I don't really... I grew up not being attached to anything.
Huh.
You get taught that if you get attached, they could die, or you could lose it. I'll pull my mask down. Sniff the flowers.
Sounds awfully lonely.
No, I kind of prefer it sometimes, only because I don't feel myself a good person. Sometimes I wonder if I should be with the people of the temple, or not.
You think you're not a good person? I've seen you help out people in need, and you seem to be here for the people in this group.
Seeing Cora makes me want to try a little harder.
Cora is a very good person. She sees the best in people. I thought that I did too until this temple business.
I think she's a little naive about it though.
I agree, and that's coming from me. I'm dead. Yeah.
Do you want to make more potions?
Oh, right, of course. We should do that. I think by now she's finished weaving this like flower crown, and she'll just offer it to you. You can wear it if you'd like, or
Yeah, I'll do that. And then we could just make potions here. A little fire that Elowen put up for us last time. And that's what I'll be doing until we leave. I'll be making
Every day?
potions. Yes.
Okay, got it and noted. Saraha, I will check back with you if you want to do other things for downtime activities.
okay.
So is there anything else, Cora, that anyone wants to do before getting into downtime? Cora?
Yep.
Would that by any chance be going to a certain...
I'm gonna go to the
tower?
quarry.
What
Oh,
could
the
that
quarry.
be?
Oh, okay.
No, just kidding.
Going to
Just
the
to-
tower.
Yep.
Lareth, a nice stroll to the quarry
Let's go to the murder quarry.
Okay. Well,
in his little chair. You get him up to the thing, you just let him go, all the way down.
you make your way to the tower at the edge of town, amidst the castle construction site.
Stop on
quick-
my way there and sneeze, and then keep going.
A quick conversation. Oh, I see. A quick conversation gets you down into the dungeons to see.
Okay, I want to sneak. This is very early in the morning, so I want to sneak and like peek in the curtain, see asleep.
Make a stealth check for me.
Oh, I'm so stealthy.
It's been a while since I've had to pull open Lareth's character sheet.
Be asleep. Oh no! I trip over. The horse
Yep,
puts
this
his
is
foot
going
out and
like it
trips
normally
me.
is.
I'm in the horse mafia, bitch.
You member, newly acquired.
You can roll in that one.
You find him stretched out. Or actually, no, not even stretched out, just kind of curled up in a ball on his pallet in the cell,
Asleep?
seemingly. I should note that this is pre Burn waking up. Rutger is awake and looks badly hungover, but
I figured they would probably both be hungover.
he let you come down here.
I assume I have a. Do I have a key? Did they give me a key?
No,
Oh. Does the guard have a key?
the card has a key.
Okay. I'll look at the guard.
It's another one of the Corvanians. Different Corvanian from last night, but
Yeah, I just go. And then I go over to the bars. Like, hey, wake up. Are you awake?
he kind kind of snaps upright for a moment, blinking in the darkness. The only light, by the way, is a single lantern out in the guard, where the guard is.
Yeah, out there.
But he looks at you kind of keenly. Morning.
I brought breakfast.
Is that right?
I'll motion for the guard to unlock the door and let me in there.
He'll approach.
Or she.
Huh?
Or she. He, she. It was a she last time.
I said it's just a different guard from last time.
I know, but...
I said this time. It's he this time.
Oh, okay.
He puts the key in the door.
I wasn't paying attention, though.
Opens it.
I'll go in there.
You notice, though, that like the one from yesterday, actually, even more emphatically, this one keeps a weapon drawn. It's a
Fair
hammer.
enough.
He has a little but heavy war hammer that he's just holding in hand and staying
I'm not
going
gonna
to
fuck with that. Ithri's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll go in there. Thank you. And I'll sit.
They close the door behind you. There's not really anywhere to sit except on the floor.
I sit on the floor.
Okay, that's fine.
And like cross my legs.
And what brings little lady like yourself here this early in the fine morning?
Well, I'm gonna be doing a lot of training. And you should have a good breakfast before you do that. So I thought we could do that and have our little chat.
All right. You giving him some of the food?
I put the food in front of us, yeah.
Okay. He'll inspect it. He doesn't like inspect it like he's looking for something. He's just more like checking out what it is, and then he'll just casually start
whatever they gave me.
Some fruit, probably some bread, some cold bacon.
Oh, I hid the apple. The apple's on my person,
Okay.
totally.
Some meat from the previous night. That's not
Still
really
good.
It is. It's, stuff like that.
Better than what he usually eats.
Mm-hmm.
I assume.
So, is there anything in particular you want to do as part of this conversation?
So tell me about the Devourer.
Funny that you'd want to ask about that.
Well, you said you'd tell me.
I suppose I did. What do you want to know?
Start at the beginning.
The beginning? Well, I can't rightly get too into that. It's not a whole lot of folk who know anything about how it began.
Well, I'm at your beginning.
Well, I'm not the Devourer.
What? When you started worshiping him.
Well, I suppose I started worshiping him around the year's end holiday when I was a little boy. We were celebrating the death of the year. It's something we celebrate in next Regnum.
Okay.
The ending of an old year, the beginning of a new life. And we in our little orphanage had our superstitions. Our
You were an orphan?
stories. Sure. It's not an uncommon origin for folks in Next Regnum.
I don't think it's uncommon everywhere. Or maybe it
I
is.
suppose not.
I don't know. I'm an orphan too. I was raised in a
Well, of
monastery.
course you are. It's written all over you. You don't
What?
have the jaded countenance of someone who'd been raised by parents of the church.
Oh. Continue.
So there we were in the orphanage. Bunch of little boys and girls. Without much to our lives. And we had one little story that we talked about all the year long. That there was, well, We called him Saint Carnifex. A patron of lost orphans from Next Regnum. And the story goes that he brings toys to all the orphans of Next Regnum who are forgotten every year's end festival. Well, obviously, when you get old enough, you start to recognize the old stories are hogwash. So I started wondering what was real. Who was Saint Carnifex? Where'd our toys come from? Well, most of the truth was pretty boring, to be honest. We had a charitable, selfless, I suppose, headmistress who'd sneak toys down to us, keep our hopes alive. But Saint Carnifex, it turned out, was a real individual. And I found some old documents and an old diary written by him, or dictated by him anyway. I don't reckon he could write that one. And then he talked about an individual. A being, what kept him motivated, kept him existing, kept him focused on the here and now. But I couldn't find any word of this being anywhere I looked, and the older I got, the more obsessed I was with finding it out. Solving the riddle, as it were. You like riddles?
I don't think I'm very good at them, but I enjoy them.
Well, then here's a riddle for you. How do you learn about a figure whose very existence was cosmically wiped off the face of the multiverse?
From the figure themselves? If they're still around?
Well, that's mighty fine thinking. So I joined a church. The Church of Narcissus, god of the sea. And I prayed devoutly for over a decade. And then another, until my god trusted me enough to grant me spells and communion. So commune I did.
You prayed for 20 years?
I'm older than I look.
How old are you?
51.
You don't look like it.
I take that as a compliment. A benefit of my patron, you might say.
Not your ancestry?
I suppose that probably plays some part in it too.
How old were you when you...
First made contact?
No.
Those.
At your...
I reckon that was when I was still at the orphanage.
What? How old were you?
10, 12.
What the heck? Sorry, that's really young.
It was a mighty big shock, too. Some folks got hurt, but it's no matter. They got over it.
Did they come, like, after a dream or something?
Something like that. They came when I was being, stress tested.
What?
I was being attacked. They helped me defend myself.
Cora ponders this. I see.
So, to answer your first question, when I was kicked out of the Church of Narcissus for asking the wrong questions, that's when the dreams started. And from the dreams, I learned about the Devourer. Through whispers, visions, and eventually, spells. But he doesn't really like to commune.
Well, he must like you if he gave you spells.
I don't think that's really how he works. Giving spells is what he does. It's not why he does something. He gave me his spells because he needs me. He needs as many folks like me as he can get. But he doesn't like me. I think he'd be rid of me if he could. I think he'd be rid of most of his followers if he could.
Doesn't seem like someone you should worship.
What I worship, little sunshine, is knowledge. The Devourer is an ancient being, and not of this cosmos. It comes from a place that predates even the gods you know and worship.
And what, you think he's gonna give you this knowledge?
Oh,
Why
I know
would
he will. Given enough time, service, respect.
But he would get rid of you at a whim too. Is it really worth it?
For ultimate knowledge, to understand the workings of things? I think so. Never met a riddle I could give up on.
Spoken like a true wizard.
I think there's some things that we aren't meant to know.
And that just makes it all the more tantalizing, doesn't it?
No.
Isn't that why you're here? You gonna tell me your friends haven't told you to stay away? Leave me to rot in this cell. I got it coming, don't I? I'm the forbidden fruit, and here you are.
That's not it.
No?
No. I think it's a waste for you to rot in this cell.
And I think it's a waste for the mightiest of knowledge, the secrets of the multiverse, to go unknown. If that knowledge wasn't meant to be known, then why make it exist?
I think it's just something we can't possibly understand.
Well, I mean to challenge that.
I think it could tear your very being apart. Is that worth it?
I can think of worse ways to go.
She's gonna pull out the apple and a knife, cut it in half, and give him half of it.
Forbidden fruit indeed. Okay. He'll enjoy a few apple slices.
Yeah. And I'll just stay there and chat with him for a while.
Yeah, he's happy
Casual
to make
chatting.
casual conversation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some of it not as casual, but yeah. And then after that, she's gonna go train and work on some katas.
Okay. All right, so that's going to take us into some downtime, I think. Assuming everyone's good to move forward to that point. Yes?
Yeah. Yep.
Yes, awesome. Beautiful. So, Junko and Novacree, you don't have to roll for today. You each get a potion of healing. It's 25 gold, of course, but unless you want to try making a fancier potion.
Nope.
No? Okay. Hey, had to try. E3 and Therithiel, what are you two doing? I know you're working, but...
You, out of nowhere, you hear just me yelling, "Ah, my thumb!"
What are you doing?
I don't know, I thought we were working on something.
No, that was E3 saying, "What are you doing?"
You're supposed to do it like this.
Hitting yourself with a.
Breaking my thumb.
You're supposed to hit the metal, not your hand.
I missed. I'm not used to this hard labor.
All right. You swing the hammer, I'll turn the metal. Because that's actually how it's done on a blacksmith.
I feel sorry for your hands as I take a whack at the metal.
No. Aim here. Aim here.
There, that's what I need.
So
there.
To work, I believe there is a roll required now, and I believe it's going to come from E3.
Yes.
Let me find out.
I assist, correct?
This is downtime activities.
No, because it's you
there's no
give me
assisting.
extra hours.
Yep.
So you're using
that
me
was how
for
you
my
assist.
hours. I see how it is.
Is this
Yeah.
this is work, not crafting, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So what you're going to do is roll.
Actually, well, after this.
You can do a. Would this be intelligence? What did we decide on?
I
free
really
crafting?
hope not.
Do you remember what we used?
I don't. I think it was wisdom, but I can't remember if it
I think
was
it's wisdom, but you have proficiency in it because of your tools.
Was it? Should I just do a survival because I've got proficiency in that and it's wisdom?
That's fine. That's perfectly fine.
Makes it easier. Ooh,
Okay.
22 in total.
Nice.
Okay. 22. That is going to give you a comfortable lifestyle for the week plus 25 gold.
Nice.
So
What's
you
a
guys
comfortable
make-
lifestyle?
Comfortable lifestyle basically means you can eat like a king, you can sleep in the finest rooms, you can do all of the luxury things, you can order those pay-per-view movies. I mean, for this week, you can live the high life, basically. You can afford whatever you want to do for the week that is, a normal person's luxury. And you get 25 gold.
Cool.
Can I use this as training for my activities?
I would allow that. Though, also, I do need to roll to see if there was a complication.
Giveth, but he also
Okay.
taketh.
So,
Oh, no.
yes, but that would go into the next work week, Thrithiel. So, yes, we can assume that you have at least some
Okay.
experience and setup here. And the only other thing is Cora. You said you were training, yes?
Yes.
So, receiving training costs 25 GP per work week. You're not actually starting the work week yet. So, for today, I'm going to assume it's just a one-off, and then we will start the work week tomorrow since this was closing out. Does that make
Okay.
sense?
Yeah.
So for today, I'm going to give you a +1 on the next downtime activity task that you do. Okay?
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Would I have time to go work with those horses at all? Or is that something for a different day?
So you did have to spend 8 hours, but and I would say on the one hand, like for flavor purposes, yes. But on the other, it will take a full work week to actually train them anyway, so it wouldn't give you any additional
Okay.
benefit to add 1 extra day to it.
Okay.
But we
Okay.
can assume that you've started getting to know them and you're getting everything ready for big stuff. Okay.
Okay, cool.
So the day passes. Is there anything else you guys want to do in the evening, tonight? Anything you want to do before we move forward into some downtime, extended time movement?
I'm gonna do my best to keep an eye on Thrithiel.
Suspicious from last night, huh?
Yes.
That's
Woman, I
valid.
just had to go to the restroom.
That was the log poop, mister.
Valid.
So, Ithri wants a moment with Nova, and then he's going to sneak not very well, back to the forge to do a personal project. However that fits in.
Everyone being so sneaky, and I'm just over here just
I
minding my
have
own
no-
business.
Yeah, okay.
Okay,
My sneakiness
Cora,
is adorable. You should shut up.
Cora's not sneaky at all. She's literally humming as she's skipping down the street.
Big Disney princess energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think when Nova, outside of training horses and making potions. You can find her in the grove, or you can find her. Like if we all need to meet together, she'll be in the booth. But that's pretty much it.
It would probably be like a post-bed conversation. So, if you're
Okay.
after dinner, if you're not there, he'd sneak off to the forge. And I don't know if you remember, I actually posted you a thing that I was going to try and make.
That's
Haskell.
right.
I can resend you a link. It's very
No, I
simple.
remember. I just forgot to upload it to Roll20 because I'm.
No, that's fine. So I'm
Scatterbrained.
gonna make a few little trinkets, and then
Okay.
I don't know how long that would take. Probably in my research, it'd probably take 2.5 hours, plus a bit for cleanup and
you
warm up and
said
stuff.
5 of these, or
5, yes.
okay.
They're just small
Lightsabers?
little things, small
Oh.
little lightsabers. Yeah, they're like mini ones.
I would say you can probably 1 work week would probably be enough, provided you roll well. Let me double check on the downtime activity for that, for crafting things.
Oh, so they're tiny. They're like just small little things,
Yeah.
trinkets. So
Well, I mean, I would assume 'cause it's the fine etching that'll take the most time, I would think.
fair enough.
Okay, so the cost is going to be the only trick to figuring out. You can do it with the tools you have. That's all magic item stuff. That doesn't matter. Okay, I'll get back to you. Let's do the thing. You said you wanted to do something in the evening first. Let's do that. Right?
Yeah. So whenever Nova is about in because I presume Ithri is going to spend most of his spare time in our little private room area. So whenever Nova's about, he'd be like, "Can we have a word?" It's like, okay, nothing scary. Don't worry.
Yeah, we can have a word.
Do you want to go outside?
Yeah.
I presume this evening, and Ithri will go perhaps to where outside would be nice. Just round the side of the barn, I guess, where there's
Over by those trees.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I wanted to apologize. You had a really rough time when we were questioning the spies, and it's not all because of, but it's partially because of stuff that Lara has done to you. Hope no one's listening.
Like Therithiel on the roof above, just.
Yeah. As long as it's him, it's fine.
Have my ear cocked in their direction.
Use Lareth's code name.
Lil.
Lil.
Lol.
Lol.
And I realized that I'd been parading around his armor and like working on it with you and stuff. I feel bad for that. So I wanted to ask you what you wanted to do with it, if anything.
Very thoughtful. I truthfully had not even noticed because there's just been so much that's happened the past few days.
There has been a lot going on, yeah.
I've
It's
been-
yours if you want it. It's repaired. It's worth like 1,500 gold.
No, you put all that
we-
work into it. I think it should go to someone who's going to use that armor and do better
Well-
things than Lareth ever did.
I mean, I'm happy to sell it and we can just use the money for stuff.
You do what you see fit. You're very kind, you three. Thank you.
Thanks. I just didn't want to run around in armor that some guy had worn whilst eating your arm.
Oh, yeah. I wonder if he did eat my arm. Have you ever
I can ask him.
I've never eaten an arm.
Oh no, not what I was going to ask.
Okay.
Have you ever seen anyone like inhale a spell? Have you ever? I don't know how much with spell casting, but
My experience has been very second hand. Like, I can do. I don't even know if I can do magic. I can be the thing that makes magic happen. I don't even control what it is. So, no, I've never seen anyone. I mean, I guess the closest I've been is like, so when you make magic items, you've got to sort of imbue the item with magic stuff. Sometimes that's casting a spell on it. Sometimes that's putting a magical thing into a thing and then and stuff.
I'm following.
I've never seen anyone eat. I don't think.
Well, yesterday I went with Cora when she went to go speak with Larry.
Lil.
And,
Being Lil.
Yeah.
Lil, sorry.
Lil.
I whisper from
And,
the top.
um,
It's Lil.
Say Lil.
I had a word with him afterwards, and I charmed him successfully to get information about my friends.
Nice. Oh, nice.
Well, I got information, so yes, but no. 2 of them are imprisoned, and
That's good.
Valdriel's. Well, we can save them, I'm hoping, and Valdriel's under control from some grand wizard, and 2 of them were killed. But I cast a fog spell to like disappear. I didn't want him to see how I'd gotten in, and he like inhaled the spell, and the fog was just gone. I'd never seen. Did you see him do anything like that when you were fighting him?
No, I mainly hit him with a hammer. He didn't really seem that powerful when we were fighting him the second time, to be honest.
Or are more dangerous than he let you all believe then?
Dude, no. Don't get me wrong. He's got strong spells. He just doesn't do well to getting by. But like, if you hit him hard enough, it's sort of.
Spellcasters tend to be a little bit.
But
well, we don't wear armor like you.
People. Oh, actually, I don't actually know, because I was casting a spell is a difficult term. I was doing a thing where Puck helped me by like appearing in a different place, and it was very cool. And I was doing that, and he never ate. I don't know what you'd eat.
I don't know. You can make yourself appear in a different place?
Making myself is a very strong term.
Oh.
Sometimes I'm allowed to do that.
Not to get off topic, but Puck gives you abilities, or is...
When I do my angry thing, he's like, haha, let's make it fun. And he does. So far, he's like, he's made me foggy, and I did the teleporty thing, and when we were fighting, when you were the panther, he did like he hurt the guy who hurt me, and there's other things, but I can't remember them. Yeah, it's weird. Puck he's a strange character. Did he just
pick you? How did you?
Well, so he's told me, I haven't told anyone else this yet, but he actually visited me the other night, and he was like, it's really important that I look after you guys. So I think he's got I'm like fate touched is the best way I can explain it. And he's taken an interest, and he's like, hey, if you go and protect these people, they'll do things that help him. I don't know. I think he implied, oh, to be fair, he wants me to touch your orb. He implied that he was more powerful than the demon lady, and that he can protect me from your orb, and that I could make use of it.
The orb?
But he also said that like he's not bothered if I don't, but if I did do it, he could protect me from it. I don't know if he's lying, if he thinks it'd be funny, or if he genuinely thinks it will help. But he does seem to want me alive. So, and he helps in fights. So
I mean, I think we all want you alive. Askell, what do I know of Puck?
You can make, oh boy, a nature check?
Okay.
No whammies, no whammies, no whammies.
I do know more than I've said so far. So if you keep asking, but,
11.
11. You have honestly only heard of him from E3.
Yeah, Puck's definitely not his real name. Dracon was like, he'd heard of the name somehow, even though it's not his real name.
His real name.
He's a member of the Fae Court.
Oh.
Yeah.
Been to the
Nope.
Fae. No.
Don't know the way.
I'm pretty sure it's not on this plane of existence, but I'm not entirely certain.
Yeah, I did ask if he wanted me to bring the orb to him, and he said no. But I don't know if that's just because like it's difficult, or he's not that interested in it, or there's maybe some like weird god. I don't know if he's a god, or he implied that he's more powerful than a demon, which is like a lot more powerful than I thought he was. I thought he was like Burn and a bit more. I thought he was like Fae Burn, but he's implied he's more like
like a level of
demon
powerful.
Like he could he could do stuff to stop the demon doing their power. I don't know. I don't understand it all. But yeah, he said he can protect me from your orb. How did we get onto this?
I don't know.
Yeah, Puck. He visited me. I've never seen anyone eat a spell, but I could ask him, but he doesn't really answer questions with answers.
It doesn't sound like he does. Sounds like he's a bit tricky.
Doesn't visit me when I want him to either.
When he visits you, is it a physical person?
It's usually me in a mirror.
Oh.
But he did say he could protect me from your orb, so if you want me to give it a go.
The only thing I know about the orb, other than what we figured out that it's got a lot of magic, is that when I was given it, or when someone discovered that I had it, they warned me that I should never, ever attune to it. That makes it more tempting, though, doesn't it? No, that's a good thing. Warnings are like, yeah, don't do the thing. I meant like, because it makes you like tired, right? It makes you want to go to sleep. I meant I could touch it and see if I can touch it without being tired. I think Puck wants me to attune to it. I think that's a terrible idea. I think that's a terrible idea too.
Unless we need to go down, if we need to go down that path, I am willing to try it.
I'm just worried that it's one of those things that once you attune to it, maybe it takes control of you, and then you might not be you.
I mean, in fairness, Puck's never taken control of me. He just does things that happen around me. So I don't know if he's more powerful. I don't know if he could take control of me.
Do you want to hold the orb?
I'm intrigued as to whether he actually will protect me. But I don't like the thing.
I feel very exhausted.
It's the evening. We could just do it before bed. I'll do it now.
You look around, like, right now out in the open. Is there anyone around us?
No.
E3 isn't smart enough to be like, let's go somewhere secret. But if you are?
I mean, the thought crossed my head to go into that secret room downstairs. Do you think we should go somewhere not out in the open?
Askell, do we have the way to get in round the back of the building? Is it like locked, or is it?
No, he would have made sure you can go in that way.
Let's go down there.
Okay. Yeah,
so
we'll do that.
Head into the secret den.
All right.
What's this? What was that?
I watch him go suspiciously, but let him go.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're probably already on the roof by this point. So yeah, they
Listen,
go down
Mr.
into the basement.
Sus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who's the sus
when we're-
one now?
Cora looks at Thrithiel. Are they a couple?
We haven't visited the quarry yet, so clearly not.
The murder court.
I think they're on the way
Big
there.
date spot. Okay. So I'll take the orb out once we're like in that room and the doors are closed.
Do you want to take
just
it
in
out or
case.
shall I? Because then
It's
you'd have to
okay.
touch it, right?
Yeah. I just have to make it.
What?
I took it.
Was
out,
that
I
a little
touched
too
it.
euphemistic for you there?
Wait,
Ashley?
I think I saved. I got a 20. I think the
Nice.
save is an 18.
Nice.
Hang on, let me pull up the item card.
Let
I'm
me
just
look.
so
Let me
used
look.
to you
Let me look.
failing.
18.
Yeah, me
yeah.
too.
You said it was 18
18.
last time.
Yeah, you made it.
I saved. So I pull it out. I'm like,
Nothing.
I mean, you still feel it. You're just resisting this time. You're just getting kind of hardened to its effects. You're having a
just
good
getting
day.
used to it. Okay, I'll hand it to you like very carefully.
We'll put it on the table and then.
Oh, okay.
Hang on. So, Ithri is going to work himself up into a rage and
Oh.
then pick it up.
Nobody just slap him.
Okay.
Do you?
Because I would tell you this first.
Okay.
I need to.
She's just
I need
like,
to
what
be
the-
like. I need to like go into the mode. I think where Puck's paying attention.
I think,
Um,
like, would you ask him
promise
to
not to
slap
do
you?
anything.
Like, slap me.
No, I think he'd be like, just he's got a method. It's fine.
Jumping jacks, get the blood flowing.
No. Weirdly, I think actually, it would weirdly be meditative because of something I've just thought of from, yeah. So he's gonna like sit down and have a little minute to meditate and then stand up like quite abruptly, rage, and then put his hand on it and see what happens. So I will wild search. Hope this is
I'm like preparing to
I would-
just
yeah, I
in
would have
case
told
anything
you.
happens. I will have a
He becomes a demon
Alrighty.
with his natural one.
All right. So.
so
as-
that is a wild search.
Oh, right. I gotta hit the button. I was like, where is it?
Yeah. No, I pressed the button.
Oh, you
It
did
should
push
come
it.
up to you.
It's just not.
Does it not come up? Do you want me to press it
Hang
again?
on. No, this should be coming up. Let me see if maybe the API crashed. I apologize.
No, it's fine.
It is entirely 1000% not my fault. Yeah, it did.
This
it
is
crashed.
a serious moment, and I'm taking it super serious. Just so you know. If you
Good.
see me laughing, it's super serious laughing.
I'm
It's
laughing
about something.
too.
It's about something entirely
This
different.
is very
Yeah.
serious.
This is
We're
serious.
about
No, you
to.
didn't.
No, I'm prepping the spell to cast the spell Earthbind just in case.
We're about
Okay.
to destroy the
Oh,
inn. This is
hey.
gonna happen.
Hit the button again for me, would you? It should work this time. There it is.
Cool.
Okay. As E3 begins working himself up into a proper rage, you can see like a glow, a faint green, like an emerald green glow beginning to emanate from him, and you can see like little tendrils of green magic reaching off of his body in different directions. Not very far, just like
Your-
little ones.
This is your magic?
I'll touch the. I'll touch. Yeah. I'll
Yes.
touch it because this has to be done within 6 seconds.
Reaches
Because I'm
out
not
his
attacking
hand.
anything.
That is true. To grab the orb, I'm gonna have you make a charisma saving throw.
Bastard. Okay.
Come on.
Where's charisma?
Saving throw.
Yeah, it's in the saving throw.
In the garbage can, where all barbarians leave it.
That's a
Oh,
15
you're
minus
so-
1.
Not bad.
Okay.
That's pretty
14.
good.
So as you grab it, you feel it's almost like something within the orb grabs back onto you, like hooks setting into your hand and running up your arm into your body. You feel suddenly like it's pulling on you, and like it's trying to almost like it's pulling some part of you into it, and you kind of grunt and gasp a little, trying to stay on your feet. You gain 1 stage of exhaustion, and you now have a hold of the orb. The exhaustion representing its constant pull on your body. It's not like, oh, now I'm tired and ready for a nap. It's more like, just a sudden.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
Horrible. I think like I probably like fall to a knee, and then the rage would go, so the magic would go, and he'd just have his hand on it. Puck lied to me. I guess. This is horrible.
Maybe he didn't lie to you. Maybe
he was just wrong.
Maybe
he's not as strong as a demon.
Maybe it sounds like he needs to be a little bit more clear with.
Yeah, but that would be. He'd be like, he'd say, "Where's the fun in that?" That's what he'd say. Can I put this away?
Yeah, she'll like hold her bag open so
Drop
you can.
it. Yeah, that is like trying to wipe it off his hand. That's
And as soon as it's out of your grasp, it's like you just finally exhaled after holding your breath for a really long time. Your whole body is suddenly weary. Your muscles ache.
Can I? Oh, I don't.
I need an early
anything that would
night.
help.
It was worth a try. Puck,
Yeah.
obviously.
Let me know if Puck visits you again.
Oh, yeah, okay, can do. It's weird.
Well, you don't have
Usually
to.
he's like-
I just mean, I just meant.
I'll let you know if he says anything interesting about it.
Yeah.
I suspected that I couldn't fully trust him, but I thought
Sounds like he has a different way of communicating. Maybe
Well,
it's not that you're meant to just hold it. Maybe I don't know. It's a powerful item.
I can feel that
Perhaps he does
in my
want the
bones
power.
right now. I don't know, like he's. How much more power can you get if you're a Fey prince?
But he's not a god. Nature's pretty powerful.
Yeah, he's got similarities to like mythical creatures from home, but I don't know how to. I'm not built for this important stuff. I just like to hit things.
What do you mean you're not built for this?
It's like 3 weeks ago I was. I don't actually know if I've said this to anyone. 3 weeks ago I was a smithy in training. Now I'm like, there's a Fey prince who's interested and an evil temple trying to take over the things with demons. I don't know, it's a bit much.
I get it. 6 months ago, I was just trying to prove to my mom that I was strong enough to take on responsibility, and now I'm in a lot deeper than I thought I would be, so.
I mean, you seem to be doing all right. I mean, it's clearly taken stuff from you, but
I don't know that my mom would agree that I've done all right, but that's okay. She's just very protective, and I think she's very strong and very powerful, and it's a lot to live up to. So she just has never let me do anything on my own, and then she finally did, and I got people killed and I lost an arm, and now I'm here, and I haven't communicated with her in any way.
You're doing that thing where you're blaming yourself again.
Oh.
But send her an animal?
I don't think they go that far.
Oh. Yeah.
I tried reaching out, but I don't think I have a way.
We could. I've written some letters to send home. Maybe the same would work for you.
can't say the post has ever come by the village I grew up.
Oh. Honestly, I don't know how to
would.
get the letters home, so
Is there no post office?
I
here?
mean,
post.
if I was on a coastal town, I would hire a ship or I hire a
maybe
person going on a ship to be like,
in
hey,
Knock.
that's not. Is it? I don't know that there's
Mm.
trade routes.
Well, in Knock, there's lots of
pirates.
pirates. I don't know how
Yeah.
trustworthy they would be for sending a letter, but I'm sure if you paid them enough, maybe. No, I live pretty deep in the jungle. It's kind of not. It's not easily accessible by common trade routes or anything. So.
Well, we could visit.
Oh, we could. Maybe after this temple thing is done. I don't want to go back.
Wait,
that
so the
Bunch of dead druids and
the home is
the
scarier
temple
than
stuff.
going into the temple.
not scarier, but I do need to prove that I've done something good.
I know that feeling. But yeah, that's. Should we go and I need a tired? No, I have a tired.
Yes,
I need a
you-
sleep.
Should rest. Sorry, the orb thing didn't work.
Yeah, me too. Thanks for the chat though.
Do whatever you see fit with Polaris Sold Armor. I think. Yeah. Should be put to better use.
I'll have a think. We'll head back upstairs, not to the quarry.
Not to the quarry.
Cora.
Not to the murder quarry!
Dang
I
it.
love
not this
Mortar
time.
Quarry.
Okay. And is there anything else anyone wants to do tonight?
Has more sugar come in yet?
No.
Is there
No.
any sugar anywhere?
Probably by the end of the week, you might be able to. They might have more sugar by the next week.
So, what about just a tiny bit?
They don't have more sugar. Not even
Damn
a tiny
it.
bit. It's sugar. Do you know how hard it is to get sugar?
I don't care. I'm addicted. I need sugar.
I'm so addicted to.
All right.
all the
So
sugar.
during the night.
Oh,
Yeah, I know. During the night. E3.
Oh no.
You've long past gone to bed. Something awakens you. And at first you're not sure what until you can hear.
You alright, Dracon?
Coming from
Dracon?
your mirror. Dracon
Oh.
is out.
Alright. If we like get up and then like sit cross-legged in front of the mirror.
Hey, buddy.
Hey,
happened?
buddy. What happened when?
Earlier tonight.
You tell me.
Well, you took my advice with the orb.
I tried.
So
I
why
took
didn't it work?
some of. That is a very good question. I'm not a magic guy.
Okay, but
Magical personality, but I don't know much about spells. It hurt. It drained.
yes, I
it
saw that.
pulled something out of me.
I saw. That only happens to the pure of heart. What happened?
Wait. What?
What?
Did you?
What
the-
happened? What'd you do?
a
You're not
touch-
pure of heart. Did you see the thing with your brother? What happened? Why?
I don't know. I just
Should've been
I
fine.
did the thing that you usually cast spells. Maybe that ruined it.
No, that wouldn't ruin it.
Well, you tell me. I don't know. I just picked it up. Maybe she's more powerful than you thought she was.
No, it's you, I think.
I'm definitely not more powerful than you
You've
thought I was.
softened up.
I'm sorry if I ruined the plan that you had, which you haven't told me yet.
It's fine. I forgive you.
Thank you very much. It's kind of you.
But I just think it's funny that, see, you're my ace in the hole. I need to know I can count on you.
I mean, I don't know what you want of me. I don't know why you picked me. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just following these nutters that are trying to save the country or something. I'm doing my best.
Oh, Dad. I see what's going on here.
Dad?
No, not you. You actually care about all of this. You're not just doing this for power, are you?
No. I thought that was clear when...
Well, no, it wasn't clear. How would that be clear? I offered you power. You said save me so I can... Oh, right. So I can save my friends. Oh, that's what it was. Oh, this is...
Did you act...
We've had some miscommunication.
I mean... Yeah?
It's all right. It's all right.
I mean, I feel like there hasn't been that much communication to miss, but sure.
Yeah, see, that very special orb is meant for those interested in power and in using that power. Not to hurt anyone necessarily, though of course it's certainly very good for them. But, if you're overly pure of heart, it's going to lash out at you.
It didn't feel like lashing.
Oh, it was lashing. I felt that all the way up here.
You in the sky? Oh, do you mean north?
A bit of both, really. More about that later. So we have a problem. Because you see, someone has to use that orb in order for all of this. You can't see what I'm gesturing at, but in order for this to work out.
You just gestured at all of me.
Yeah, I know. I forget that you can't see everything that we can. And maybe that's the problem. I feel sometimes like you're a kindred spirit, E3, and I don't think you are. But I forget. It's a good thing. It's a nice thing. But it is a problem. So here's what we're gonna do. We need to find somebody who you can trust, but who can also use that orb.
I kind of feel like pure at heart and trust, they're like, the same thing. How you want me to trust someone that's...
Oh, don't be ridiculous. There's only so many people pure of heart. Are you telling me you only trust the benevolent?
I mean, yeah. Well, what do you mean benevolent? People who are trying to do good are people who you should trust. People who are trying to do bad, you shouldn't trust, because, like Philip Flash, they'll take your money and leave you in a field.
You know Philip.
Do you also know Philip? He did do a funny.
Philip.
That doesn't surprise me.
He's acquainted with me. He's fun. You should have a conversation with that guy.
I've had several.
Oh, good. Unfortunately, I don't think we could trust him with that orb. He'd just take it and run.
This is my point. Like, you want me to trust someone who's inherently bad.
Yes.
Trusting people who are bad.
Well, they don't have to be that bad. Haven't you ever had a brother? Well, of course you have a brother. We know this. They can... Listen.
I trust my brother. Pretty sure he's more pure of heart than I am.
That probably makes you the good one, to be honest. You just need someone who's comfortable being selfish, but who won't completely muck everything up.
I'll tell you what. I plan to stick around with this group of people.
Right.
If
good.
someone touches the orb and it goes differently to whatever the hell just happened today, I'll let you know.
Like a tryout.
Sure.
Yes, that's a good idea. Test them.
Oh, I have a question.
Yeah.
I know you don't like them.
I love questions. I just don't.
Is
like
it
answering
possible
them.
to... Would it be possible for you to eat a spell?
I don't imagine it'd be very nutritious.
Do you know anyone who could?
I tell you what, E3. I'm going to look into that. Because, while no, I don't off the top of my head, I'm interested. Why ever would you ask such an oddly specific question?
Someone asked me to find out about magic things, and you're the only magic thing I know.
Oh, I love a challenge.
That's good to know.
I'll get back to you on that.
I challenge you to give me loads of money.
Oh, gosh, I've gotta go. But before I do, one little thing. For your tryouts with the orb, there's probably no need to allow anyone who's particularly obviously pure of heart to handle it. It would only cause harm to such a soul.
Just out of interest, what would happen if I kept handling it?
I'd imagine you'd get very tired. You would have to steel yourself against its draining magic, or eventually it would suck all of the life out of you and you'd die.
That sounds rubbish.
But I suppose that would give you a few days. If worse comes to worst, we could cover that possibility. It may have to be you now that you mention it. But I think you should get that done well before it pulls all of your life out of you. It is incredibly powerful. It's probably the only weapon that will save your life when the time comes. In the right hands. Oh, but I've said a little too much. Oops. I should be going. Sleep well, E3. I look forward to our little talks. Good night.
Yeah.
And he moves in the mirror to take exactly your pose, and now it's just you in the mirror.
Let's get to bed.
Okay.
If he's going to get to bed and actually probably sleep because he's exhausted.
That's fair. All right. The night passes, and we are beginning a brand new work week. Downtime week. So I know you guys have said you wanted to spend at least 1 week of downtime. So I'm going to go person to person. Actually, before we get started on the day's activities, is there anything anyone wants to do prior to getting into the downtime?
If we're doing a week of downtime, the only thing I3 would do is say to everyone at breakfast of the first day or before then, I have a shopping list that I'd like to get so that I can upgrade our equipment, and I'll post that in chat. look out for this stuff, and I will fund it if required. Please and thanks.
Quick
Also-
question.
No, you first.
How many days has it been?
Since
So since we started the downtime stuff.
well, this is going to be day
Well, this
one.
will be a new one.
No, I meant like
New.
before. How many days has it been?
Eh?
Like
Has
since
it
we
been
started
14
making
days?
potions.
Oh,
Like
I
how
don't
many
know.
potions?
Since I
We-
joined.
I mean, you guys have
Like-
been keeping track of your inventory. How many potions have you guys made?
I
We've-
make one every day.
So we did like a work week, but we did it over 3 days because people were helping each other with stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was only like 3 or 4 days.
In that case, I have to do something very important.
Junko,
Yes.
I was planning to try and make magical weapons for people, but look at you. What? I can't make. Like, you've got more weapons than the rest of us put together.
Oh.
Do you have a favorite?
Uh,
Or one that's really easy to make? That was a
like,
joke. I can make any of them.
no, like she's actually genuinely thinking about this. She pulls out her
Like weighing a
wakizashi and her
few.
kusurigama, and she's like, she kind of spins the kusurigama, not enough for it to actually spin, but enough for the chain to
Is
just
that
wiggle.
the one that's on a chain?
Yeah.
Yeah. If it's that, I might have to do some practice runs, but we can make it work. Oh, by the way, I'm everyone. I'm a smithy. I can do smithy things. If you need anything smithed, I will smith. I think you all know that now, but just in case, not actually
Wanna-
said it.
I'm gonna get a returning wakizashi.
I can.
Returning weapons are pretty cool.
I can
Yeah, I miss.
try.
I need a returning fist.
So I've never tried making a magic.
Yeah, my
returning
arm
fist.
that I cut off.
I can. I've never tried making magic weapons without having like a process, and I don't know the process to make that one.
Oh.
I can guess it would be expensive, and I don't know if it'd work.
If actually, if you could get more, like make more darts, and she'll like pull off like a couple from her arm, like this. She'll hand them over.
Sure. Oh yeah, I can't do the making now. If you just want normal ones, I can do that. But I was talking about like special weapons. I reckon we need
Be
upgrades.
serrated.
Oh,
I mean, yeah, I don't think it would. Hello, what?
A3, can you make other stuff?
What? Like
Can you-
horseshoes?
No.
I
Can
can
you
make
work-
those.
Can you work with glass at all?
No.
No? Okay. Looks sad.
I've never tried. That I mean, there's probably some crossover.
Do you
But
want to try
I've
to
never
make
tried
something
it.
for me? It's okay if it doesn't turn out great. What?
You are-
Explain more. Explain more, and I'll decide.
I
then.
would like a magnifying glass.
That's like precision work.
You can't do it then?
Not. I mean, I'm not saying I can't. I'm just saying it would
You'll
probably
try?
take me a lot of time, and it would probably go wrong and not work.
That's okay.
I mean, there were things, other things. How about
No, not a
I'll-
priority. It's just
I'll look
something that I
into
would
it.
like. Okay.
if
Might be
I'll
able to
ask around
buy
and see
one
if
now.
anyone knows how to make glass.
I checked the shop. They didn't have one there.
Okay.
What about in Noct though? I think there's
They
probably
might have one there. But I think it'd be cooler if Ithri made it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm not going to try that yet, but maybe later.
Master Burn might have a few if you've asked him.
Ask.
We should
Mr.
Dracon
Byrne.
didn't already.
But I think Dracon has asked for enough things. I don't want to bother.
I'm sure
Speaking-
you've asked for enough favors as well.
Hey, I pay for everything.
Oh. On top of this shopping list, I forgot. I also need. I also need dark steel.
I don't know where to get that.
No, but if you could, if you're out shopping and you find some, let me know. Or if anyone
Okay.
mentions it.
Where
These are
are
all
we
very
supposed...
foreign words to Nova.
Where are we supposed to get the adult dragon tooth?
From an
From
adult
a dragon.
What dragon? Jinko?
I've been asked a dragon for a tooth.
Didn't we
they-
recently? Yeah. So, wyvern venom, right? That comes out of a wyvern, which is an adult dragon. So, it's not an adult dragon.
No.
Well,
Is
It's
it?
a
Even-
white
um,
dragon?
Are there even dragons in this area?
well, you could like disguise
Arcana
yourself
or nature?
as like a dentist and then be like, hey, you need some work done, and then just take a tooth out, you know?
Cora, I say this for
15
your own
nature
good.
check.
I just do this while she's talking about that.
Yes,
So
Do not go
Nova,
up to a dragon.
as a dentist.
Yes.
Okay.
Nova,
wonder if
as
they-
part of your training in being a druid, you were educated in like what dragons are. You know that in this region, in most parts of the world, they're extremely rare.
Okay.
It is said, though, that in the deepest, wildest parts of nature, you can still find them. Like a black dragon in the heart of some great swamp, or a red dragon deep in a mountain, stuff like that.
Mhm.
Are there any dragons or stories of local dragons from the Ithri's home or near?
You can do history or arcana.
History or Arcana? Two things Ithri is really good
Yeah,
at.
they're all intelligence.
Hang on,
Yeah.
hang on.
Same.
Hang on. History is 0. Arcana is 0.
0.
Let's do a history. 6.
6. So believe it or not, even with a DC 5, you do know in your home country, dragons
It's
are
full of
not
dragonborn.
it is full of dragons. Yep.
No, full of Dragonborn.
Those
not
two,
dragons.
but it is actually full of dragons as well. Dragons are
Oh.
commonplace in Himnheim. It is a common rite of passage to. Now, mind you, this isn't among the dwarven kind. This is amongst the human kind of Himnheim. It is a common rite of passage to collect a dragon egg as a rite of adulthood.
And
Okay. Ithri would say that I know some that's far away, but I mean, I was
they
more
made
I
it
was more
clear.
thinking maybe there's a trade, maybe there's a ship that has an adult dragon tooth.
Dragon
and-
teeth. Oh,
Yeah.
probably very expensive.
That's not the weirdest thing on that list.
You're right.
I've no idea how to get elemental water.
Or blood of an air elemental. I wasn't even
Whoa.
aware elementals bled.
Well, you just disguise yourself as a nurse and you go up to one and say, I need a donation of your blood for this other guy over here.
Nova
I-
is looking at Cora like, how have you made it this far in life?
I don't think
Jinko is
I'm just
also doing
sheltered.
well.
sheltered.
She lives in her own little world.
She just looks at Junko like, is she okay?
There's a slight flaw in your plan. I don't think air and elementals speak common.
No, don't believe they do.
That's a good point. But guys, it was a joke. I was joking.
I know of druids that can turn into elementals.
Was it joking?
I don't want to bleed a druid, and I don't know if that
Well,
counts.
I mean, it's something that they can. you have to
Wait,
be
does
much
that
more
mean you could do
powerful.
it?
Oh, I'm not nearly powerful enough for that.
Your mum?
My mom can.
Should we go see your mom?
Oh no.
Anyway.
I'm really busy.
The point I
It's
was
really far away. It's out of our way. It's not. No.
my point wasn't that this is going to be done this week because it also requires a lot of work. But these are like, eventually, I think it would be good if we can upgrade you lot so that the temple doesn't murder you all.
Smart. Sounds like there's a lot in the temple that we
So-
are waiting for us.
Yes, and there is a list of things. Residuum oil, I think, is the one that we need most of because that's like just the basis for all magic crafting. But I presume that's
Suppose we could find elemental water in the temple and blood of an air elemental in the temple.
Wait a minute.
It is a temple of
The
elemental.
The moat house had elemental water symbols. Isn't that thing elemental water, Cora?
What?
You have a necklace of a trinket of water moving.
What?
Over game,
my
your trinket
phylactery?
of your trinket. I can't remember what it
Yes,
is.
it
You've
is
got
a
a thing that. Okay,
There's
You
no
have a
water
thing-
in it.
but it's elemental water magic, right?
Is it? Dracon just said I should wear it. I didn't look too closely at it.
Why do we?
You have whatever the opposite of trust issues is.
Trust too easily?
Trust issues.
Are you saying
Just-
I shouldn't trust Dracon?
Naive.
I just look at the thing first.
It's very pretty.
It is pretty. It's very well made. Anyway, so yeah, if we could look out for those items, I will ask around. Probably won't be in. Although this is sort of like a trade route, so maybe we'll get lucky, but probably not.
Maybe when that money that Dracon's waiting for.
You guys are
arrives,
getting
there
that
will be
today.
a Caravan with that. Just look at Dracon like.
So I don't think I should give that to you because I don't know if his intention was to split it evenly or not.
I think.
He's
I think it
mentioned
was, but I don't want to
I-
speak for him.
I
so
agree.
That's exactly
I
it.
agree.
Like it probably
Yeah.
was, but I feel like
I don't have an
Yeah.
urgent need for that much anyway. So
me either.
unless someone's like, here's the blood of an elemental.
Here's a dragon truth.
Yeah, it will cost you $5,000. And I'll be
now
like, "Ah."
as downtime, you can
Big
track
up!
some of those items down, but that would be the downtime that you're spending, just so you know.
Would I be able to do that as well as make the trinkets?
No, it would be one or the other.
The trinkets first.
Okay.
Trinket.
Can
Alright.
I do? If we're doing like a, no, that's fine. I'll do the trinkets first.
Okay. All right. So, are you guys good to begin the downtime?
Yes. I think so.
I
Actually,
would. Go ahead.
Oh, I actually wanted to send the letter that I wrote last game this morning.
How do you want to go about sending it?
I don't know how to do it in D&D, but
So-
I figured I'd be
Pigeon!
paying somebody.
I sent one with the pigeon.
Yeah, that probably didn't actually. So,
Didn't get there? Why?
So post in like Saragarda typically just involves like finding a trader or a caravan or something and asking them if they will deliver a letter and then giving them very specific directions where to take it to if they're going in that direction. And if you can't find somebody who's going in the direction you need them to go, then you'd probably just hold on to it until you find somebody going where you need
Okay.
the letter to go
Well,
to.
we are at a very big traveler's inn right now, so I will ask.
Okay, I would say that would be he would easily be able to. He can. Yeah, that's actually a really good option. In fact, for future letters, that's a service I would think a trader, like a traveler's inn like this, would be able to do for you, especially on a trade route. So yeah, you could leave it
So-
with Osler. He can talk to each. You'd have to give him extremely specific directions on who to give the letter to, but he can get it where you want it to go.
Yeah, I will have some gold, and I will have a secondary letter on it for instructions. Because it's going to be a lot, I'm assuming.
A lot.
Going to Corvania.
Oh,
yeah.
oh, like that.
Wait.
Yes, like that.
Yeah, like he's like, oh yeah, no problem, I can do this, and then when you're like, well, Corvania, you can see Osler kind of. Oh. Yeah, no problem. I can get that. I'll just probably have to talk to.
This
I
is
can-
why Ithri hadn't asked Osler.
I can wait till we go towards Vigormount.
Well, frankly, you're less likely to find someone in Vigormount than you are out here. You'll want to talk to a sailor, someone who's sailing around the continent. There's not a lot of overland caravans. Have to pass through the desert. It's not a very safe voyage these days.
Would I
Especially
have
with all
passed the
the
desert to get here?
struggles in Gara Arda. That's up to you if you came by sea or if you came by land. It is definitely an easier voyage by sea.
Well, considering she probably wanted to take as much time away from where her post is,
Okay.
she would go by
Overland.
land.
Then it was it probably would have taken months to make that voyage. It would have been very, very dangerous as well. But you'd have had to pass through a deadly mountain chain, multiple deserts that are both sand dunes and like flat, endless, barren waste. And then Corinia, which is like a classical monarchy, finally into the politically charged Korth and into Vigormount.
Can we see the map real quick?
Yeah, absolutely.
The desert is the ones that like broken apart and stuff, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
That whole
Jeddah.
thing there. Yes. Okay.
Let me also do this. So the Corvania is up here, obviously. You would have gone through a pass called Death Sting Pass that basically winds through these mountains and is home to all manner of extremely giant, extremely venomous, awful creatures, including wyverns, giant wyverns.
Where I need to go.
Then would have been moving through Jedaria into Jeddah, which is essentially just one giant dead desert. There's some settlements, but this place is a literal desert of desolation. From there, you came down into Corinia, passing all the long way through Corinia, and finally into southern Korth, probably doing your best to avoid all of the elven politics going on in Korth right now.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually coming to Vigormount and passing through the mountains there.
Okay. That was a journey.
A very long one.
I'm okay with this.
And honestly, for a lot of that journey, there's no way you were doing it by yourself. Just to survive, like going through Death Sting Pass, you would have needed to go hitch a ride with a caravan of heavily armed mercenaries, and you don't go through Death Sting Pass alone. That's just not done. Not even by
Okay.
Corvanians. So,
Good to know. I will hold on to this letter then,
okay.
for now.
Okay, that's fine.
Actually, I will deliver it at some point.
All right. Sorry I can't help you more.
No.
I could have it sent off to Port Godwin.
Where is that?
It's southwest of here. Have someone,
Okay.
have one of the merchant vessels run it out for you.
Oh, there we go.
Should arrive in probably a month. Maybe 2, weather permitting.
Actually, yes, that will work. Do you have a seal?
A seal? Like wax or?
Yeah,
Or oh, not that kind of
it's sensitive information, so I'd like it to stay closed.
You're welcome to a candle if you've got something you can.
Yeah, I'll
Print
just
it
do
with-
that, and I'll press.
I have
Like
9
here's-
candles if you need one.
No, I'm just gonna pour some of the wax of one of the candles in here, and I'm actually gonna put the decor of the end of my Kusarigama as the
Got it.
seal.
Okay,
Nice.
That's fine.
Smart.
that's fine. And when you're giving it to him, Osler is going to assure you, don't have any fears. These are good people, good folk. I've run many a letter. They're trustworthy. Mark my words. Your letter will get right where you want it to go. Now, tell me exactly who you want it delivered to. I think they make birth in Fort Frostclaw. And obviously you'll have to give him a description of someone, like a trusted person. Who they can run to.
I am gonna have it given to... I'm debating what name I should use for him.
If you want, you don't have to be too specific at this point in time, if you prefer.
Nope, I will give it to Alexander.
All right, and you'd provide like a physical description and where they can be found and so on, and like he'll... Right, I'll get that sent off. I'd say probably 5 gold ought to cover it.
Okay. And I will give him 5 gold.
Okay, and obviously that's not... He's going to be passing that along with the letter to make sure it goes where it's supposed to.
Is my pigeon dead?
No, it's not likely dead. It probably just flew off somewhere and kept doing pigeon things.
They're trained to go to certain places.
A carrier pigeon.
Yeah, what? Not just a random pigeon I found.
I didn't know. I was going to say, like, yeah, you can't just grab a pigeon and, like, okay, now go.
Hey,
No.
Random pigeon just.
It works for Nova. Like
You work for me now.
I mean, yeah, Nova probably could do that, but generally speaking.
Listen up here.
Animal friend. That is a spell.
Yeah.
No. Okay.
All right,
why
then your
would I
letter
grab
got where it was
just a-
supposed to go. Then you're fine. Then.
Okay.
Didn't leave the outskirts of the town.
Okay, so with that being the case,
I do want to see Burn. I need to make a purchase. We had talked about it previously.
what did you want to purchase?
Ink.
Oh yeah, he can sell you ink.
How much? All of it. I need it.
Well,
How much can he give
For
me?
your hair.
he can give you enough for, we'll say, 3 weeks.
Holy crap! He got a lot for me.
I feel like he's
for-
just milking his fingers at this point, but like...
How much? That's 21 vials of ink.
Probably 2 gold.
Wow. For real?
Mm-hmm.
Ben likes you.
Per vial or for the whole thing?
For the whole thing, ink's not that expensive. Isn't it like coppers to get a single vial of ink?
Yeah. Yes.
Damn, that came out so loud it hurt my ears.
Yes. Yeah.
It is if you're getting it from your favorite NPC that you've saved.
Let me
Sort
of
open some.
Oh, second favorite. Sorry.
I was trying to get away without pulling out.
No, don't pull anything out.
Yeah, I got you. Inventory.
No, it's fine.
Ink.
Everything's fine.
There's a table for it somewhere. Okay. Adventuring gear, I think. Yep, that's it.
1 ounce bottle, 10 gold pieces.
I see.
No.
That's a lot more expensive.
Okay, how much?
You use a whole ounce.
He was getting me.
I don't know what
it's
ounce
a lot.
is in English.
It's like, it's not a lot. I have a lot of hair.
I mean, it's a lot for writing. It's not a lot for
He
dyeing
will-
hair.
He will sell
no.
you ink. I'll let you buy however much you want, but he will sell it to you at a discount of 9 gold instead of 10. Buy however much you want to buy.
That's
I
what she
will-
screamed in my ear, yes.
Maybe it's Pathfinder where it's just coppers to get gold or to get ink.
If only. They gotta
We
milk
need to get
squids
you
for
a
that
wig.
shit.
Milk squids.
Okay, but like you're on the coast, so I would think that's probably not that.
Oh,
Right?
true.
Okay, so getting into some downtime.
I will get 8. 8.
Okay.
Yep.
Uh-oh. I have to look up. So I have that whisper being vague, but that the person that sent the whisper, I would rather that would be something to cover, I think, out loud in this case, because it would be too much back and forth. Otherwise, I apologize for the inconvenience. But
Who's whispering up in here?
no.
I'm also gonna go see Lareth in the afternoon or evening again.
Okay. Well, I'm assuming throughout the week you're going to be doing that.
Yeah, I'm just letting you know.
Okay, so we don't need to get into that then.
We are picking 1 downtime activity for the whole week. Yes?
Yes.
Each?
So,
Okay.
Junko, you said yours. You were just gonna make potions every day.
Only if I get the gold.
I will give you 25.
I
gold
will
for
give
one
you
potion.
25 gold.
Just
If
keep
you
track
ask,
of
I'd
how
give
much
you
gold you're
25
spending on it, and I will make Crep give you the gold at least that much.
Okay.
Perfect. Yeah, that
I-
makes sense, honestly.
Because I'm sure at the least he can give you that much.
He needs
Oh.
potions.
This
so.
is my gold.
So, I do want to say, for Lareth, I'm going to teach him how to meditate
Okay.
and try to discuss other things he can focus on because I think he's obsessed and he needs help.
She's gonna turn him into a monk dark cleric.
I'm literally like trying to
Are we
help
doing
him
an
with his
intervention?
Rehab.
obsession. I'm like,
Rehab.
Okay, so
Trying
you're
to-
spending the no, you're not spending the week, but you're just teaching him.
well, if
Meditation,
you want to
that's fine.
use part of my downtime as that, I will split
Nope,
it
you can't
evenly.
split the downtime. You. Do
How is
have
it?
to-
How does it work? Is it 8 hours a day?
It is 8 hours a day. Yes.
Okay, well, I will spend my downtime then rehabbing Lareth. That'll be my downtime.
Oh, wow.
He needs help. He's crazy. He's obsessed.
He needs to be
Might be crazy.
executed.
No,
Harsh.
what I said is you don't have to spend your downtime teaching him meditation.
Oh, okay, cool.
Sorry,
And
that might
other
have been-
things, so he's not like obsessed and focusing too much. I'll teach him how to ground himself, and how to.
You're spending some time with him.
Yoga
That's-
for necromancers.
Though, if you do
Yep.
want to make a downtime activity out of that, what that would be, there is a task for this.
Oh,
What is that? Not crime, not pit
Isn't it
fighting.
teaching?
crime!
It's crime.
It's crime.
No, it's
It's crime.
I'm
For
doing
sure,
crime.
For
You're
sure.
working with a known criminal.
Look, he just
Corre-
needs yoga.
carousing.
Accessory.
Oh, correct. Like getting allies.
Murder?
Right.
Okay, I will
so
do that.
it covers
if I...
a work week of fine food, strong drink, and socializing. What you'd be able to do
Socializing.
is basically try to make a contact.
Okay, I'll do that.
And if you roll high enough, you can get multiple contacts. And in this case, what that would be represented is him maybe mentioning some people who you could talk to in Noct or something like that.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay, that's your downtime. So you're not going to be doing the other thing?
Correct.
All right, well, that will be a persuasion check. But I'm coming. Hang on, we're going in order. Junko, did you want to just make all potions of healing, or did you want to spend more to try a greater potion of healing, which I think is a full work week?
I'll just do the greater one then.
Okay, it's going to cost more.
That's okay.
A greater, it is 1 work week, and it is 100 gold.
Ouch. Okay.
If
About the
you
same.
complain about it, E3 will share gold.
Yeah, if you,
Nah, Dracon's got enough to.
I know that someone's struggling with gold, I would give them money for it.
But a greater healing potion does 4d4 plus 4 instead of 2d4 plus 2.
Yeah, she'll do it.
Okay. And again, you don't have to roll. You're just making... You're making one of those Corvanian super teas. It takes literally a full week to brew. So whatever tea you're doing, like it's like genuine mastery, a constant watch over the flame, over the heat that you're heating the tea with, like stirring in periodic, like in patterns every so often, maybe even replacing the leaves or adding other things into it. Like this is a tea beyond something that somebody could go into even a specialized shop and buy. Like this is, we're getting into grandma's secret recipe with this stuff.
Would she let me make it in the kitchen?
You could, yeah, you
Since
could.
There's
even
always a
if-
constant fire in there.
Either there or in Burns Tower, you could use their potion brewing setup as well. But yes,
You really think he's gonna let me use his
at this
special-
point, yes, he would let you use his brewing equipment. You guys have impressed him enough. So pick your favorite. The
go to
kitchen, though, will
Burns.
be a lot busier, whereas in Burns, you'll get privacy.
Yeah, I will read in the downtime while I stir.
Okay. All
Kind
right.
of like
And the 100 gold
Hermione
is basically
Granger
representing of
status.
a combination of healing yourself after some forays into the wilderness, of purchasing rare ingredients, probably purchasing a very specific kettle or a cauldron, stuff like that. But it runs you 100 gold. And as mentioned, you are guaranteed success. Saraha,
Heck yeah.
how are you spending a week of downtime?
I will be spending it with those horses. I want
boy.
to train them to come to me. And if I can't train them to come to me, then I want to figure out a location.
So, let me see. I think there's a specific training task. I want to double check.
I'm so sorry. I did not even look to see if there was. That's a bad player.
No, that's totally fine. Yes, there is. Training.
There is, okay.
Though this is for training yourself. Same concept, though,
Do I
right?
get any bonuses if I'm casting Speak with Animals?
Yes, I would say
and-
Speak with Animals will give you advantage.
Okay, and then also, as part of that, can I be, like, studying them so that I know how to wild shape into a horse by the end
yeah,
of the week?
absolutely.
I'm hoping that's something that I would be familiar enough with to do.
Absolutely. So what you're going to do is roll an animal handling check. And it
Okay.
will cost you 25 gold per work week. Just so you're
Okay,
well, hang
so
on, before you
just-
roll anything, let's make sure that you can do this in one work week.
Oh, yeah. If not, I'll just get as far as I can.
Jeez. Receiving, well, I don't think this is accurate. For a person, it takes 10 work weeks.
I mean, they're already trained up.
They
just
are
need
already trained. This is more like learning a new skill.
I just need to adjust them so that they're
Here's what I'm going to say.
answering to me instead of their, I guess.
I would say you can teach one skill per payment and work week. But if you roll higher, it will, like with the contacts, it will affect how many skills you can teach or how many tricks you can teach the mount. Does that make sense? So if you can, it'll be -1 to 3. So you'll either fuck it up really horribly, or teach them nothing, or teach them 1 new skill, 2 or 3 skills, depending on how you roll on the animal handling. Does that seem right?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Am I rolling with advantage?
You
to speak
are
with
because of
animals,
your
or-
yes, but it will still cost you 25 gold
Okay,
per work week.
let me mark that off right now so that I don't forget 25 gold. Okay. Animal handling with advantage.
Mhm.
Roll. Are you kidding me? I
It's
rolled
just
2
dot, dot,
twos.
dot. Oh, there
Is
it is.
this a joke?
Well,
horse
So-
mafia.
It wasn't. Both of them were like 18-2. Rude. D&D Beyond.
so instead
Rude.
of training, I'm basically teaching or treating this as carousing. So let's look at what goes wrong with carousing. 1 to 5,
right.
character has made a hostile contact.
Oh no.
Let's look at some complications.
The horse mafia has turned on me.
Is it just
Yeah.
like one of the horses is like,
Disrespect me.
nah.
So the problem is, like, they're all super freaking loyal, and they're all giving you variations of, like, you think I can be bought? I don't. I am loyal to my family. You know, they're
I'm just.
not.
Your family's gone,
Well-
dude.
They even have an Italian accent.
One of them, one of the horses, even
I
like.
ain't talking.
Hey, wanna go swim with the
Aw.
fishies?
Takes up.
Let me
takes
tell you
off.
what you
What?
can do with your fancy sugar cubes. You can take a long ride off a short hill in concrete horseshoes.
Wow.
The horse mafia's coming apart. No, that's the best part of this game.
She's just like, this is not my town, man.
One of the horses, even like during one night during the week, it breaks free, and you're not sure where it went, but it was one with a lot of attitude. There's a very good chance that horse went for knocked and is like warning all of its horse friends along the way.
Skittles, no.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm
Oh
going
my
to add
god.
packs of horses to the random encounters as options. That's the
That is-
complication.
That's much nicer than what I thought was just about to happen.
Oh
So,
my
yeah,
God.
I love it.
I am not okay with
Not
this.
the end of a
Nova's
week,
week,
like-
man.
Fast forward 7 days, and like Nova is getting out of bed, like wild hair caked with straw and other things.
She's
She
been
smells
sleeping
like a
in the
barn.
stables.
Yeah, smells like horse. Probably
A
has
bite
horse
mark.
shit up and down her boots. Is bruised in
She wears
multiple places
sandals.
where she was kicked or where one horse like
Oh my
and like the horses aren't just refusing, they're also total assholes. Like there's one that whenever you're trying to ride one will be like blowing kisses at you like, hey, come over here, I'll give you a ride somewhere. And like they're really shitty.
Damn.
They're really asshole horses who just are unpleasant to be around all the time.
Oh,
This turned
shit.
around so bad, so
Well,
fast.
if this is not a metaphor for her life, I don't know what is, you know?
Oh.
At night, since Junko sleeps so little, I think she'd spend time when Novicre's asleep, just picking the straw out of her hair for her as gently as she could.
That is a true act of love because she would 1000% just smell like horse and despair.
I mean, yeah, I'll just be taking a very long bath the last night of the week.
Yeah.
The funny
Well,
thing is,
perhaps you should
Therithiel, in
take a
your
bath.
nightly watches, you do see when a horse, like, stealths out of the barn with, like, a bag of lockpicks in its mouth, and it's, like, peeking around the corners, and horse sneaks out of town. It's one of the most bizarre things you've ever seen. But
Also, I do keep
my
watch with
God. Love
Red
it.
too.
So ridiculous.
clearly the training is going well with Nova.
This is the best.
But are they training her to be a good rogue? That's the question.
Well, they might.
Yeah,
You
do
might have
I
more
get
luck with that.
anything out of this, dude?
You might have more luck with that. Unfortunately, yeah. You know what you get? You get random encounters with horses. That's
With
what you
horses,
get.
This is
Oh, I'm
the
here for it.
only druid that an animal hates her entirely. It's just
I mean, it's weird because like
Oh.
you're so used to
Horses.
animals naturally gravitating toward you and loving you. Like you've never met an animal that hated your guts so much before.
he just comes back from the stables just in tears, like
And it's
I don't know what's
uncomfortable. Like
happening,
even when you go for
guys.
lunch, when it's like a lunch break, you can feel them all just staring at you. Like they're all in the yard, lined up, just watching you
like
as you're
being
eating
bullied
your lunch.
in school.
Like you're having dinner and you can see like just a random horse walk by, giving you the side eye through the window as it goes, past out in the street outside. Just making sure you know you're being watched.
Oh my
Jesus
god.
Christ.
Yeah, you
So
pissed
not
off
only
the
do
horse
we
mafia.
have this temple army after us, now we have an entire horse mafia after us.
You know what's gonna be
Oh,
great
it's just
is in like
me,
2
yo.
years, you guys are gonna be like level 16. You're gonna have your own horses, your beloved mount,
And the
like,
horses will still hate me.
one of the like well, somebody's mount is she's gonna wake up in the night to have it like the horse mafia sends their regards and like stab her in the stomach with a knife.
Entangled when Maximus wakes up like Flynn Rider just standing over him. That's what I pictured.
That's the horse that left. It was absolutely Maximus. That's
Oh my
Ugh.
god.
so.
I
That's
think that
Nova's
went
week.
about as great as it could have, y'all. All right. Downtime. Success.
E3.
Oh, I forgot other things were happening.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
hi.
Let's find out how your week goes. Aside from how weird it is that like you keep seeing horses every time you're having dinner with Nova, like they're always just going. It's really weird. You are working. No, you're crafting, which is.
I am
going
crafting some personal items.
That's
Where's my
purchasing. I'm looking at it. Okay, so you have the appropriate tools. You need to have raw materials worth half of the selling cost. What are you trying to make these out of? Just iron?
Ashley doesn't know, but Ithri would.
It's
A
personal
iron,
choice.
probably.
Just
yeah.
iron. Okay. Like
Yeah.
basic metal. I
Nothing
guess.
fancy. Yeah.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Whatever he can get cheap. Not cheap, but
So
like
I would say its
readily.
gold cost, or its cost in gold would probably be about 10 each for a total of 50
done.
for all 5. Now, it says to determine how many work weeks it takes, divide its gold piece cost by 50, which would make it exactly 1 week to make the 5 of these.
Nice.
So you're going to spend the 50 gold, and then you're going to make.
Consider it done.
You are proficient in smith's tools. Is it going to tell me what skill you roll? You might not have to roll anything. You might just need to be proficient.
That would be nice.
It looks like, yeah, you are
Cool.
proficient. There's just a... Oh, wait. Yeah, yep. That's it. So,
Nice.
there is a
done.
10% chance of a complication.
Do you want me to roll a d100?
That's
or
okay.
are you
I
doing
like
that?
I like you guys not knowing if there was a complication. It makes people more nervous. Okay. So you are absolutely able to craft your items, though. So at the end of the week,
Cool.
that'll be done. And I will obviously let you have a chance to do with those what you will. Yeah, you have the most normal work week so far out of the three of you.
Apart from
Hey,
the horses
mine's
that keep
normal.
going past.
Yeah. Yep. Except for the horses. That's exactly true. It's really weird. They only seem to show up whenever Nova's around.
I feel like Ithri would just be like, oh, druid things.
Yeah. That's probably fine.
Yeah. It's probably normal for druids to be visited by horses.
I imagine she's so skittish around horses now. Like,
Yep.
oh god,
Like, that horse was looking at me. Like, what are you talking about? It's just going by. Like, look at it. It's
that
perfectly
horse
fine.
has. It's not even doing anything to you. No, that horse has it out for me.
Wait. Would you ever tell Junko this during this week?
I think she'd be so embarrassed, but no, she would just come back looking like a disaster, and probably at the end of the week is just going to be like, yeah, so the horses don't want to be trained to someone new, so sorry.
Oh, you missed a good opportunity
Not
for
speak of
Junko
it.
to go smack a horse.
You
She
know
would've
what's
got
the
smacky
worst thing
things if
is
you
if
want.
Junko
One of
gets
them.
in a fight with a horse and ends up getting somehow KO'd, and then you have like, a PC killing horse out in the loose. That'd be like Nova's
Okay.
worst fear come to life.
So far, I'll get each character to die in the next 2 days. It'll
You
be
think
fine.
she's ever gonna wild shape into a horse now? No,
Or
she
what if,
knows
like,
how.
she'll-
She's not gonna.
She'll save the horse as like the big wild shape. They're so deadly, and then like when she finally wild shapes into a horse, it's like, wait, this sucks.
We're fighting the big bad, and like I'm like, look, I got
The
this,
horse
guys.
bite,
Horse.
the
This is the
Runs
opposite of a
away.
horse girl right now.
I have an overgame druid question.
my
Yes.
cheeks.
If Nova had transformed into a horse, would she be recognized as the same creature by other animals?
By the other horse.
Not
I
necessarily.
don't know. It's
Uh,
worth a shot, probably.
That could work if you want to spend another work week trying it in horse form. Like, man, you
I
see
did
that
not.
really terrible druid? Gosh, she sure sucks. But, hey, I'm pretty great. You should listen to me.
Hey, I'm new here.
Hello, fellow horses.
Oh my God. I think she's given up on horses after this
That's
week.
fair. That is completely
Where's that
valid.
girl we're stalking?
Yeah, I like that. Like Thursday night, you see Nova like run into the building and press herself into the corner, like shh. A second later, two horses burst in the room, like, and then slowly back out of the room. One of them like closes the door.
Raises up a huffing with this.
Are they gone?
Yeah.
Nova, what is this about?
Nothing.
She's gonna do the stare.
So
How do you
Cora,
do, fellow horses?
so Cora, you're gonna be carousing during this week.
Yes, my fellow bad guys. Hello.
Uh,
My
let's see.
cheeks
The
are
amount
so
of money
bad.
it costs depends on the class.
Ugh.
I would say he would count as lower class,
Oof.
so it will cost you 10 GP.
God, that was
Done.
so good.
And you will have to make a persuasion check.
Costs less to be friends with Lareth than it does with 3 horses.
I guess you better stop with the horses, huh? Persuasion check?
Mhm.
And you said I get +1?
Yes. No, that was going to be for if you were doing the other thing. You will get
Why
+1
can't I
when you
do
do the other
this
thing. Well, because
thing?
you spent the thing in training for something else completely.
Well, I'm kind of training for this thing now because of...
That doesn't work. You can hold on to that +1 for when you do the other thing, though.
Oh, fine. 12.
12. Okay, that's 11 to 15. You have made a contact, which that would be Lareth. So you
Ah!
can jot down, he counts as, mechanically speaking, a contact. What that means is he owes you a favor. At some
Whoa.
point in the future, you can call in that favor on him. And he will, if he can, follow up on it.
Okay.
That actually, frankly, that makes sense to me, given the interactions you've had with him. Now, between you and him, you two probably don't label it as like a favor so much as like, we're friends, aren't we?
Yeah, totally. Can I have a quick conversation with him? This will be sometime during the week, something we would have talked about.
I do have to roll for a complication.
Oh, okay. What the fuck are you two laughing about?
Can I check our group chat? I'm so
Yeah,
sorry.
I might
okay.
have broke Saraha. Sorry.
Still stuck on.
Fucking horses. I swear, if horses burst in on my private time with Lareth, I'm gonna be so mad.
There are the two horses just outside your room,
I
so
know.
it's possible.
Whenever they say you just get up on two hooves and just walk like corn.
If
Where?
any of you never want Nova near your secret stuff, just put a horse in front of it, okay?
Stilly, is there a complication
None that you are aware of.
that I need to know about?
None that you are aware of.
Oh,
Okay,
jeez.
so that's going to be kind of your week with Lareth.
Wait,
Um,
did you hear me?
I might have.
Can I
missed
have
this.
a conversation with him?
Yeah.
Like sometime during the week, I would have
Mhm.
had this talk with him.
Yeah.
And I would have been. How is he? Is he receptive to the meditation and stuff?
Sure. I mean, he's familiar with meditation, being a cleric. So yeah.
How big? How big is the cell?
It is.
5 by 5,
5
5
by
by
10.
10. Oh, that's enough room. I would like to also get him. What is it called? Tai Chi.
Oh.
Right.
Being aware that in D&D, Tai Chi actually channels. It does actual monk.
Oh, I in a way that isn't channeling.
things. Yoga.
Just like get it. Yeah. I
Got it.
guess so. So does he? Is he been looking better? Because I know you said
He does
was
look
looking
healthier,
gaunt.
yes. He's still
Like-
not allowed to see the sun, so his vitamin D levels are pretty low, but I think that's probably not going to change.
You know what I will do too, since it's so dark in here, if he's okay with it, I will cast light on something.
Sure.
So we have a little light. He doesn't eat it, does he?
No. What do you
Okay.
mean? He only eats food.
Yeah, I know. Just asking. No reason.
Did I tell you about that?
No, you didn't. That was me just asking.
Oh.
Oh wait, yeah, you did. Because I was like,
Yeah,
what?
you did.
You did.
Immediately
Oh, I
after.
did. Okay.
Because we talked
I did.
afterwards, and you were like, "Whoa, he ate my fog." And Cora was like, "Whoa, dude."
Whoa, dude, that's crazy. That's
But
insane.
anyway, Cora's gonna ask him if he's ever been to Eminence.
Eminence, the capital. I've been there once or twice, I reckon.
You have.
Once or twice. Not
Why
much to
were you-
write home about, I'd say.
Well, I heard they have a huge library. Have you been there?
I didn't partake of any libraries, as it happens. Most of my experiences in Eminence were in seedier taverns and ship harbors.
I see.
It is beautiful to look upon, I suppose. There's a certain elegance about its atmosphere and aura. Its people, however, tend to be a little on the toxic side of things.
What do you mean?
They fancy themselves to be better than the rest of even the folk of Saragata. They are so devout, so convinced of their righteousness that anything that doesn't come from Eminence doesn't belong in Eminence.
Even beings like us?
I don't think they can tell. Ain't that just the righteous irony?
Well, from our talks, it seems like the reason you got with the temple is because you want change, right?
I want knowledge more than anything else. But some change wouldn't hurt in a few places like this. You can't tell me you think all is right in the world here in Saragata.
No, I'm seeing that quite a bit. I don't think the way some people worship Archaeo is right. So, when I go to Eminence, I plan on making change.
I bet you do. You know what, little sunshine? I reckon you just might.
I'm not going there like tomorrow or anything, but not too long.
I wouldn't wait. Not too long.
Why?
Well, with or without my influence, the forces of the temple aren't gonna stay in the temple for long.
Oh,
And once they pour out over these northern reaches, like an invading ocean, you'll find things mighty different in Eminence.
we're gonna take care of that first.
Is that right?
Yeah. Maybe when that's done, that's when I'll go to Eminence. But, I thought you might want to go too.
To Eminence? Nah, I think I'm good. But let me extend a counteroffer to you. One day, I'm gonna return to Next Regnum. And there's a city there. They don't tell you about this city in the history books. It's wholly abandoned. Empty. Not even the Risen go there no more. It's, well, it was important once upon a time to my benefactor, but more importantly, it's an entire abandoned city, forgotten by time. Statues, magic, spells like the likes of which the world today couldn't comprehend. Cultures of a time the world's forgotten.
What's
There's
the
a
name of
certain-
this place?
Is it wrong of me that I can't actually remember off the top of my head and I have to...
I swear to God, if it's... Is it called Mortvium?
Mortvium, that was it, thank you.
Is that the name you're looking for?
It's called Mortvium. It's condemned by the Corvanians. You're not supposed to go there no more. But that's because they're afraid it might come back what once was. But if one visits the place with naught but a curious mind, there's no danger of that.
What exactly is your counter here?
You should come with me. Look upon that city with your own eyes.
You're going there?
I will, when I'm done in Saragata.
How do you plan on doing that?
Well, probably by boat.
That's not what I meant. You know that. How are you getting out of here? You said you wouldn't try to escape.
I
You
said
promised.
I wouldn't escape.
Well, how else would you get out?
I'm going to be let out. Either by my friends. Well, we'll deal with that when the time comes.
No, you have to stay.
That's not what I agreed to.
I'm adjusting the agreement. Let's make a new agreement.
It has been a long day. I'm sorry, Cora. I think that's been about enough for today's session. And he continues to be kind of disagreeable, and you can't really get much more out of him. And he remains coy on that subject perpetually.
Oh, I'm gonna tell on him. I'm gonna tell. Yes.
I do want to note, by the way, that one of the options for complications, and mind you, these are things like you get into a fight, something is stolen from you. One of the options could have been, surprise, you're married. That's literally one of the complications on here, and I love
Oh
that.
my god, Lareth, how did we get married?
That felt like one of those comic book, like the camera swoops in, and then when it pulls back
Love
out, you're
it.
just like married, rings on your fingers.
How would that ever happen? That doesn't make
honestly,
any
He is a
sense.
cleric.
no
He can marry you.
idea.
He can marry you.
But
Cora, I
just
think it's
thought that's
about
funny.
time we got hitched.
But okay, no.
What?
Um,
I'm gonna tell Byrne to up security on him.
like
If
maybe
that's
put the mask
possible.
back on, strap him back to the gurney,
No, maybe.
or perhaps you're suggesting that we should put more than 4 guards watching him at all times of the day. Or maybe
Yeah.
you'd like 1 or 2 additional locks put on the door, which has currently 4 locks.
Okay, Byrne, you're clearly still grumpy from your hangover, so I'll talk to you tomorrow.
This is
I'm gonna
midweek,
leave.
and I'm summarizing.
So am I.
Therithiel, what would you like to do with your downtime week?
Well, that's a very good question. I have time spent on relaxation, but that doesn't really do anything for me. So I would like to. Also, that one thing I sent you, I don't have the proficiencies for that, so I'd like to get that done.
Okay, gotcha.
So I
You
would
could
like
do
some
something like
training.
carousing, if that interests you.
Watch out, you might get married.
Training, you could
Yeah.
well, training takes 10 weeks, but you could start. There is also something like you could do research, or what was the other one? Work.
Tell you what, for this week, I'll do research on where I could come across some of the items needed for the thing.
Gotcha.
Shopping list. Nice.
Let me see what those items actually are real quick.
Oh, I can
I
link
don't
in the
know who
thing.
was in
I'm
the
looking at it now.
DMs.
Okay, it's not money.
Okay. So research that's pretty easy. It's going to take you 50 gold. That's spent on materials, bribes, gifts, other expenses, stuff like that, just to make sure, you kind of grease the wheels a little bit, paying
Done.
off traders in the tavern, buying Byrne enough drinks to get him talking, etc. For every additional 50 gold that you spend, you can get an additional +1 on the check, though, which will be an intelligence check. But you have to spend before you roll. So, and you can only get up to +6.
A lot of gold.
I don't have that much gold.
Mad,
I'm not
mad.
Dracon. What are you talking about?
Valid.
So good.
Um,
It's just
I will spend an extra 100 for the 1 point.
An
I
extra
mean, an
100?
extra 50.
Okay.
An extra 50.
Okay. That'll give you +1 then. So, yep, make an intelligence check.
Hold on, let me get this 100 out of the way. Remove. Intelligence check. That'll be 18.
Oh, damn. 18 will get you 2 pieces. So,
nice.
you know that duskwood trees can be found anywhere in the Gnarlwood Forest. They're rare, but anywhere within the forest, there's a chance of finding them. But you'd have to go into the forest.
Okay.
Most deeper forests, put it this way, most forests that elves actually live in, you'll find duskwood
Would have
trees.
that. Okay.
As for shadowtop trees, those, it turns out, are just as rare. They are more exclusive to the northern regions. However, you know that in elven settlements, it's not uncommon to see some of these trees grown for purposes of making exactly the items you'd think.
Excellent.
You just have to. So you could probably talk to an elven trader, or maybe go home.
Gotcha. Okay.
Or if you go to like Corvania or Aurelia, there's a good chance you could find them growing.
Okay. Then the last item I could figure out for myself.
And unfortunately, well, you'll have to because the research only gave you 2.
Okay. So
all week, like you're talking to people, and unfortunately, being an elf doesn't help you because there's not exactly a ton of elves to talk to. You're mostly trying to get this information from humans or from people who have secondhand accounts. But with that 100 gold, you've greased enough wheels to make it, to get it done. All right, so that's been 1 week. And on that note, we're going to pause here and take our break. A little late, but we will be back, chat, in a few minutes after we've had a chance to stretch out. I would encourage you guys to stretch yourselves, get some snacks, some water, take care of yourselves, and we will see you as soon as we get back. And we're back.
Hello.
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 Let's jump right into things. So it's been about a week now. You guys have, you've actually almost been able to relax. It's, for most of you, the best you've ever slept. Like, you've had no haunts, no creepy old men spying on you. Surprisingly, no green glowing people in the mirror. You've been left alone. There were no goblins, no bandits. You were just able to...
Some horses, though.
Live your life in Hummelbank. And mind you, I mean, it was like living in a hotel, because you essentially are living in a hotel. The food is good, but the rooms are free.
Not free anymore. We're paying for them.
No, we're paying for rooms, aren't we?
Yep.
Are you?
Or are we just paying for meals?
I think you're just paying for meals. I think they gave you the free
Oh,
rooms,
nice.
but they just asked that you
Tips.
get
Donations.
into...
Pay for upkeep.
Yeah. I might have that backwards. It's possible I have that
No,
backwards.
you're correct.
I am
That's
correct?
what
No,
you
that
said.
sounds about right.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what you had told us. Yep.
Right, I think they just consolidated you into 2 rooms instead of 3. That was...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Then, yeah, so a week has passed. It is...
Is it like the morning of the 8th day?
Technically the 9th day, but yes.
Oh,
Also,
yeah.
Dracon will have his things.
Okay. Before anybody gets up, I'm gonna wake up super early and look at Nova. Does she look defeated in her sleep?
Oh, absolutely. She doesn't dream, but if she did, she'd be having nightmares of horses, okay?
Yeah, she kind of just like, horse! In her sleep.
Yeah, so she's just... Okay, so I'm gonna shuffle downstairs to the stables of those horses.
And kill them all.
So here's the funny thing.
I thought about it.
They're no longer there.
One of the horses is gone. One of the horses, inexplicably, is a mule now.
Oh, no.
One of the horses is a pony now. And the last horse is completely the wrong color.
What the fuck happened?
It's
They
on
know
a
how to disguise
jailbreak.
himself. Does one of them have like little fake mustache on his face?
Probably the mule. The wrong
You know
color
the,
horse like, even kind of
the-
looks at you really innocently, like, just like, what?
The glasses mustache thing.
It's probably
Dude,
fine.
are you kidding me right now?
You understand me. Wait, can you understand me?
The horse is just looking at you.
Can I look for tracks of where these horses went?
Make an investigation or perception check, depending on what you're... Like, if you would be using more intelligence or wisdom.
Funny.
20.
Nice.
Actually, yeah, you can see signs of the stable door having been opened at some point. You can see what looks like a mass exit of horses, though it looks like some of them doubled back and then left again, while you can see the tracks clearly of like the pony, the mule, the wrong horse, all showing up here. Okay, it looks
I'm
like
gonna
they
go
leave
under.
town.
Okay. Well, they were about to get all smacked, so now I don't know what to do. You
It's troubling.
don't belong here. I'm gonna look at the mule. Does he look friendly to me? I'm gonna try and inspect him and...
Make an animal handling check.
Yeah.
These horses are fucking brilliant. That's what I'm saying.
15.
15. I mean, it's behaving like you'd expect a standard mule to behave. It's very chill, very mild, kind of oblivious a little bit.
I'm gonna pet its head with the good scratches.
Oh, it likes that.
Yeah. And it's like, alright, you're coming with us. And I'm gonna find a nice little saddle pack for it to carry our things.
Okay, you're taking a mule. Got it.
Yep. If
I'm
this
not
is what
putting-
they're for.
We're
I'm
just
gonna
not
shout
worry
up the
about where the
window.
hell that mule came from.
Well, that's a question for Nova. I don't speak with animals.
Fair.
Nova, I'll just get outside the window and just yell up.
Well, mind you, this is at
Nova.
the general store, not the stable connection.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna go to the inn. I don't feel like going inside, so I'm just gonna yell up.
I was gonna say she's upstairs.
Oh,
Well, actually, for ease of storytelling, we could say that she's all like this is at a point when you guys are
Yeah, we're
at
all in
breakfast,
breakfast.
gathered in
I'm
your
awake.
little VIP room.
Okay, then I'll knock on the window.
With a window.
you can just come in. You don't have to knock.
Well, that's on the window.
Why are you out there?
Swimming?
Can
She
you
comes
come
in
with
windows
me?
all the time.
Nova?
Why?
Do you not want breakfast, Miss Chinko?
Is there a horse out there? Cause
I just want to know what happened. You need to see this.
I look between Junko and Novacree. What is going on here?
she's just looking at you all like, someone come with me, please.
Yeah, I want to know what's going on.
Yeah, I go up.
I will go outside and meet Junko.
I will lead her to the general store where there is
Oh,
a wrong color
no.
horse, a pony, and a mule.
She's like keeping distance.
Yeah, and
Yeah, same.
the
Anything.
only horse that's in there you've never seen before in your life.
Oh, there was stuff I wanted to do before we left town. Not much, but
I don't think we are leaving town quite yet.
We can
Sorry.
oh,
take the mule.
Are
Can
these
you
different? These are different animals, right? But they were all
Yes.
horses before.
Okay, yeah, the
Mhm.
ones that were here were horses, and I tried to train them and work with them, and it didn't go well.
Did you?
I think all the
them-
horses hate me now. And when I say all the horses, I really think these horses are gonna tell their horse friends, who are gonna tell their horse friends. And everywhere I go, these horses are gonna find me.
did you set them free? Why?
No.
Where did it? What about these ones?
I don't know what these ones
Wait.
are.
That's a horse, right?
I go up
yeah.
to the random horse that's there and start petting it. Nonsense, Nova. These horses are the cutest
What are
things
you
ever.
doing?
How does the horse react to Nova?
It's just kind
Does
of
it look more
ignoring her.
tense?
No, it's just ignoring her. Yeah,
How
it's
do
actually
you
like
really
really,
pets?
really like enjoying what Therithiel's doing.
I thought we could take the mule for our luggage. AKA, Junko's always encumbered when she has all her weapons on her.
Question outside of the game. Do we know that they, after they get loaded up, they come back here?
I
That's
told
outside
you
the
that the horses
that
that,
was
were
the
here
actual
that were
horses.
trained to do that, but this mule and this new horse and whatever else, a pony,
Mhm.
that,
Yeah,
that
but-
those were not part of that. So I
You
don't
told
know if
us
these
so,
ones
okay,
are trained.
Okay.
But I
So-
did tell you that.
Didn't know
yeah.
if we knew the other thing. Okay.
Nova,
This
can
one's
you
more my size.
talk to the mule to see if it did accompany us?
I guess. I'll
First thing the
cast
mule says
speak with
is, "I
animals,
kill
Oh, here we
you.
go again.
I kill you.
and I'll just say, pull out an apple that I have left over from when I was trying to be friends with the other horses and just hand it out and go,
Oh,
Hi.
I love apples. Just
Ooh, this one's
he
smooth.
starts eating it.
Husky.
That's good.
Where did you come from?
Mm. Oh, from the stable down the street.
Where did the horses that were here go? There were 3.
They left.
Did they stay where they were going?
Mm.
No.
Make a animal handling or persuasion check for me real quick.
Animal handling it is.
I'm gonna give him scratches too, like I did earlier.
Yeah, keep doing that.
14.
It's nice. I like that.
Likes the scratches.
I try not to get mixed up in their stuff, but kind of lowers his voice, kind
Art.
of leans in a little bit, so you can kind of lean in with this mule. The big guy might know.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
The one.
Mhm.
Okay.
In Tulip's old stall.
Tulip. Right. Yeah. And I will hesitantly. I'm not even telling anybody what's being said. I'm just gonna walk
You just
over
saw
there
Nova lean in and quietly nodding with the mule now.
If any of them look like they're gonna bite her, Junko is gonna get ready to slap one.
Okay. No.
I will timidly walk over to the horse and just go, hi.
It's large and palomino, if you know what that means.
Yeah, I do actually, I think.
Okay. Test of who here were horse people growing up.
No, I was not, but my sister was. Do you know what happened to the horses that were here? He says you might. No?
Is that right? Kind of looks at the mule, who kind of
Just hand it.
You can kind of
hold
hear
an apple
behind you,
out.
I thought you were gonna be cool.
Sorry, I'm never cool.
Don't know what you mean. We're all the same horses.
The joke.
Definitely remember.
I'm just gonna turn around to everyone else and go, yeah, we can't take any of these. Sorry guys, and I'm just gonna run.
Would the horse
It's
say
no
to you?
good.
She's gone.
Yeah,
She's up.
There's just a little bit of dust.
It's impossible not to get a little sense of smugness from the horse.
If I realize that sense, I kind of back off. I'm like,
I guess we're walking.
This is really
gonna-
strange.
Grab it by the muzzle, like its snout, I guess. I don't know.
we might have a lead on it or something.
I'm gonna pull its head down if I can and be like, better be nice.
It doesn't reply. Seeing
Makes
as it's just a horse.
Just a horse. This is the worst thing ever. Everyone else
I'm
is
gonna
like, "This is
intimidate.
a horse." And I'm like, these
I
horses
wanna
are
intimidate the
confused.
horse.
Yes. To everyone else, it's probably looking a little like Nova might just need a good night's sleep, maybe.
He's had a
Aw.
psychotic break. It's finally
Yeah.
happened.
I
No horse
can't
is trying to
intimidate
kill
the
you.
Horse,
Then
is
huffing
what I'm
metal
hearing.
up.
Horse in the back
Yeah.
with knives on their hooves.
Oh my god.
Okay, I'm gonna let go, and the mule's gonna come with us. I need something to carry my stuff.
The mule was perfectly nice. Don't touch the horse.
He was fine. He didn't bite. Couldn't bite.
All right.
Has that dog been hanging around?
Hmm?
Has that dog been hanging around? Has someone looked after it?
I
Or is
forgot
it just
about the dog. It's probably gone at this point. I would imagine somebody probably took it in town.
The horse was the Don. I mean, the dog was the Don.
The dog was,
The dog was secret. No, the
he
dog
was the leader the
uh,
whole time.
Yeah.
He was the enforcer.
The dog is the fiance to the Don horse's foal.
Yeah. Absolutely.
This is awful.
What do I?
Rails.
I said it's getting weird.
I'll just be standing on the porch of the inn if that's what you guys are headed back to. I'll be like, "Are we good to go?"
I'm coming back with a mule,
Nearly.
like with the bag.
Yeah, I guess we're all coming back.
I think Ithri wants to do something.
I
before
wanted
we
a group
go.
moment before we go.
Oh,
Okay.
Is that okay?
is
I've
this
got
like a group
presents.
hug?
Sort of.
Okay.
Are we
So
ready
we
to go
would
now? Are we packed?
Discuss back
Um,
inside.
I'm packed.
outside.
I want to stop at the tower, let Burn know we're leaving.
It's not like an on the way out of town thing. I just
Oh, okay.
come with me, and A3's gonna
Ah!
take everyone to the river,
Okay.
a shallow
no.
part, and drown them all.
Ah!
No.
He's with the horses.
No!
Yeah, I was paid by a horse. When we get there, he's going to say, "Shoes off, everyone," and he's going to take his shoes off and go and stand in the river.
I'll take my sandals off and just kind of get
Encourage
in the
people
water
to get
and
in.
I'm gonna take a dagger out of each boot, and then put my boots down.
I'm not gonna get my hair wet, am I?
Nope, just
Okay.
your feet. Well, unless you fall over.
Oh, I hope I don't fall over.
I promise not to push you.
I look at everyone weirdly and just shrug, go along with it, and start taking off my boots.
I'll get in the water.
And
Oh, it's cold.
Yeah, it's nice.
There's little fish that are
Can
kind
I-
of swimming past you guys.
turn into a creature. Do you need me human first?
Human for a bit, if that's okay. You can afterwards. That's not something I ever thought I'd have to.
You can afterwards.
This game's just
Yeah.
full of those
After
things
I'm
you
done
never
with you,
thought
you can
you'd
turn
have
to
to.
whatever you want.
So when everyone's like in the water, Ithri's gonna pull out these little trinkets that he's made, and he's going to dip them in the running water, which everyone is stood in, and he's gonna hand one out. I will put it in the Twitch chat what it looks like.
Yeah, sorry, I will have a handout for this. I just didn't upload it to Roll20. I'll have it
That
for
is
next time.
fine. It will have a little clip on it so that you can put it on a belt or on a chain or on a bit of leather. It'll probably have a little leather thong on it. So these they don't have any power to them, but they are symbols of Helen, who is the goddess of protection in my culture. I just want you guys to know that I'm going to do everything I can to protect you guys. If ever I step out of line or you think I'm doing something wrong, and I will be thinking I'm doing things right, but I know that doesn't always work. Show me this and I'll understand that it's in our best interests for me to not do what I'm doing.
This is really sweet, Ithri.
It's just a little thing I made.
Cora's gonna hug Ithri.
Hugs.
Ah.
In river hugs.
Junko will not be
You don't-
touched.
You don't have to display it. It's not got any power or like actual connection to goddesses, I don't think. But yeah, it was just I wanted you guys to have something, and it was all I could think of.
We're here to protect you too, right?
Oh yeah, that's fine. I've already had my life saved by this one, pointing at Cora. Yeah, I know I'm not the brains of the bunch. If I need redirecting, that'll. And he'll whisper to Cora. Helen is also the goddess who traditionally assists with mourning. So if you want to think of someone, not mourning as in after night, mourning as in the loss of people. So if you want someone to think about. That's for you. But that was a coincidence.
Did you say that to me?
I said it to Nova. Did I say Cora?
You said Cora.
you said Cora. You
I
said
did
Cora.
it, Ashley.
I was like,
Nova.
I think he actually meant.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
I
shit, I'm whispering to the same person.
She lost somebody too.
Shit.
Practice run.
Yeah.
Practice
No,
run.
you
Now
need
move
that.
over to Nova.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'll
sounds
whisper
good.
to
You can
everyone
tell her.
individually.
Yeah, sounds
Thank
good.
you. Yeah. And then there'll be like an awkward little. That was all I had. But
Well-
there was something else. I
Oh.
want a group name.
A group
Okay.
name.
Yeah, and I had an idea, but I think you guys will hate it because humans are weird with gender and shit. So, Helen is she is an assistant to the goddess Frigg, who sends her out into the world and she does her bidding. That's a side note. She's also a shield maiden. I wanted us to be shield maidens, but I figure that that's not nice because humans are odd. Shield maidens have another name, and if you like it, I'd like it to be our group name. It's Valkyries, but no pressure.
Valkyries.
Like it.
Junko's gonna have this. She's just gonna put up her mask.
Aw.
It might be hitting a little home.
that is no pressure. That is just my vote for a group name. If you want to know anything more about Valkyries or Shield Maidens or Helen or any stuff, I'll let you know. It doesn't actually have any power here that I know of. I just made a
Valkyries
thing.
are what, like powerful?
Valkyries are
fighters?
shield maidens. They, in my culture, it is thought that they decided the outcome of battles by assisting the heroes that they wanted to survive and by not assisting the people they wanted to lose. And if heroes of noble heart died, the shield maidens the Valkyries would then go to the battlefield and collect their souls and take them to Valhalla.
To
Wow.
shepherd them to the beyond, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we can be that.
I'm just really excited.
You don't
We
have
are
to
in a
decide
group and we
now.
have a name.
You don't have to decide now. That's just my vote. That was just, and it's not. Yeah, it's just what
Dirtio,
that was
Nova?
my idea. Over game, I don't want to
name.
make this decision without Crep.
Yeah. Over game, I really like Valkyries, so.
I'm 85% sure he'll love it, but I'm not going to speak for him here.
85. It's
That's the E3.
a lot to live up to. I like it.
Yeah, it's good.
No, it was just.
Gonna itch her back a little, just like.
It was just like the and I'm not saying like you guys can save people's souls, although you're certainly trying. He's going to point at Cora, but actually Cora this time. Actually Cora. Yeah. But I just felt right, and I yeah. Shield Maidens seemed good because the whole Lerith thing was because of shields. But I figured Shield Maidens is not good.
No, I like it. It works.
Cool.
I know we've only been adventuring together like a week, 2 weeks,
2
But-
weeks, man.
Wow.
1.5, close enough.
two
We
and a
did.
half weeks.
We did
But,
2.5 weeks and then a week off.
I just want to say, and Nova even less, I think you're all really cool, and I see you all as friends.
Yeah. And if we die at the temple, now we've got.
What?
Hopefully, we'll have. Yeah, because we're going to fight big evil.
We are.
We
Yeah.
should have a group name so that people will remember us and stuff.
Well,
I've never been in a group with a name.
are the Valkyries ready to head out today?
Yeah.
That sounds weird. I don't like
Sorry,
it.
I make things weird
Runs
sometimes.
off. No.
Cora
That was
is
it.
ready to go.
Tower now.
It is time for us to leave this place.
Are we?
You
I
want to
just-
see burn first, right?
I just want to stop at the tower as we're leaving and keep
Okay.
going.
Cool.
Just to speak to Burns, right?
I'm gonna tell Mr. Byrne and Rucker that we're leaving.
I want to
I
go
will
tell
not be
Osler that
entering
we're
that
leaving.
tower.
Huh?
I want to go tell Osler that we're leaving.
Okay.
I would assume too, like you guys would be packing like big bags full of supplies, like
That's what I wanted.
travel accommodations and whatnot.
I
Osler will
figure
probably,
Osler would know.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say he'll probably help outfit you with some food, some drink, just to make sure you guys, can make it to Noct. Normally, this
headed
is
to the
something
meadow
that merchants
first,
pay
yeah?
for, but you guys have more than paid for this service as far as he's concerned.
Oh, outside of the earshot of Osler. Osler said we shouldn't go to the meadows, but I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah, I'm sure it's fine.
Don't tell him.
We can handle
It's
it.
still on the way. Yeah.
Something
So
a shield maiden can handle.
we head out. I do want to stop at the tower for sure and tell them.
Okay, yeah, that's no problem. You can let them know. They.
I'm also gonna talk to Lareth. Sorry.
Yep, I will not be entering that tower.
I just want to tell him. I just want to say one thing, and then we can be on our way.
Horses. Fuck these horses.
All right. Go ahead.
Are the horses still down in that basement, by the way? Are those still the same horses?
Yeah, those are the same horses.
Okay, they're not part of it. Hopefully.
That we know of.
That we don't.
No one's ever asked them.
It's true.
Who knows what they'd be saying?
Yeah, I'll be outside. I'm gonna put the little thing that E3 gave us on my staff with the feathers and other things.
Did I broach it like a brooch on my shoulder?
Not that you could see, but Cora's is like a little. She usually puts her hair up in the day, so it's like in a little piece on her hair, a little hair thing.
Cute.
All right. So.
But
Cora?
yeah. Yes. Hello. Oh yeah. I go down into the basement.
Mhm.
I move the little thing, peek in to see Lareth. Hey.
Oh, welcome back.
I brought this for you. She holds out an orange through the bars.
He'll approach, take it. Thank you kindly.
I'm not gonna see you for a bit.
Off on a trip, is it?
Yeah. I wanted to ask you something before we go.
One final question for the road. I suppose that's
Well,
Mighty
it's
poetic.
kind of a request. A favor.
Is that right?
Yeah. I'm not sure how long I'll be gone. But I would really like it if you would still be here when I'm done with what I'm doing.
Well, I can't make any promises.
Yes, you can. You owe me a favor. Stilly, I'm
I said-
catching in my
I know
favor.
You can't that's not a favor. That's.
Damn it! Yes, it is. How dare you?
I suppose that'll depend on how things play out around here. But don't you worry. After all, I'm safely locked away in this little dungeon cell. And all these locks and all these enchantments without even a holy symbol. That ought to keep me good and snug, don't you think?
She just looks at him. Please be here when I get back.
I hope you make it back. Safe travels to you. He's gonna
And
start
then
peeling his
she's-
orange.
It's poisonous! No, I leave.
Okay.
Do I know that he's not restrained all the way? Or that's something that Cora's kept to herself?
Cora and Nova would both be aware at this point.
Yeah, I
so it's up
didn't.
to you guys.
I
Yeah,
didn't
but not
bring
the-
it up.
Not
I
the
didn't
rest
tell
of the group,
anybody
okay.
else.
I would have gone in there and make sure he was
So then, yeah, seeing this might be a bit of a surprise to you.
Did you go with me?
I didn't go into the tower.
It's up. I was gonna say it's up to you if you wanted to or not. Okay. All right. So you guys are hitting the road then?
Hitting the old dusty trail.
Yeah,
On
at
the road
last.
Do we know where we're going?
The meadow,
Yeah,
right?
to the meadows
Well,
of Emerdy.
Emerdy
The meadow
is a large piece of land between here and Noct.
I feel like the idea was to go to Noct and keep an eye out for marks, points of interest along the way, because it's
on
all
the way.
It's all on the east side of the road to Noct. Is that right? Yeah.
Northeast, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So just head that direction and see if there's anything obvious, fun, scary.
Just get that centered, and I can move our cam so people can see where you're going. There. Okay, so you are taking the road northwest from Hummelbank toward Noct, and it's actually quick clarifying point. Junko, you are taking the mule?
Yes.
Okay. Keep track of what gear is held by the mule, please, if you would. That, though, is where Osler is going to load you guys up with enough food and water for probably 10 days.
Okay.
That the mule has. So keep track of any days that might pass.
Okay, I can do that.
Just for my own notes, let me do a quick check here. Yeah, that's not accurate anymore. That is not a 17-mile ride. I'm going to be updating the distances on this map at some point, but the ride to Noct, or I'm sorry, the walk to Noct would take about 12 to 16 hours. So probably like you'd get there in 2 days. One full day of walking, one overnight, and then sometime during the next day you'd get there. Emerdy Meadow becomes visible to you very quickly. Probably by noon. Actually, before I say by noon, what pace are you guys setting? Are you just kind of taking a leisurely, like a normal speed, or?
I would say normal,
yeah,
if we're
I
trying
believe
to
so.
like look around
We're
for
not in a
points
rush.
of interest. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but also not like taking a super slow time either to like look for.
No, like
everything.
a standard.
Correct.
Standard. Okay, got it. Then yeah, it's around noon by the time the woods and fields around you kind of give way to a more misty, flat field, and visibility reduces. You can see that off the road, both to the left and the right, the grass gets taller and taller and taller until the grass is almost up to E3's armpits. For the rest of you, that would be up to about like ribs, mid-ribs level. Not quite up to your armpits, but it's
Showy.
tall. It's very tall grass. If E3 wanted to, he could easily disappear in here.
I have never seen so much grass before.
And interestingly, there could be a lot of other things hiding in these grasses. But
Velociraptors?
Yes.
This is the same. This is the same
Velociraptors?
path.
Pissed off
This is
horses.
the same path that I took from Noct to get
Yes.
to Hummelbank. Yeah, so I'm
Yes.
familiar with. Okay. Sort of.
Does the mist seem natural?
Make an Arcana
Or
check.
oh balls.
Or
I mean,
nature. I would
just-
allow nature.
Perfect.
Balls.
Oh, okay.
I suggest
Uh,
we stick to the road.
I feel like nature is much better for me.
But this is Emerald.
But I rolled a 2 for a 4.
That tracks. So really, all you know is that this is Emerdy Meadow. It's misty. Is it natural or not? You can't tell, but it probably makes you a little nervous, just considering like there could be literally a lion 10 feet off the road, and you'd have no idea it was there. And all sorts of horror stories are coming to mind: manticores and griffins and other terrifying predators. Hell, there could very well be a dragon out there.
Ooh, teeth.
I'm a dentist!
Miss.
Let me have your teeth!
Do we want to? Are we trying to be quiet? Are we trying to?
Not if we're at a regular pace. I
No,
don't
yeah,
think
we're
we
just-
can.
Okay.
We're just regular travelers.
Is everyone
on the
else
road.
finding this real creepy? Or is it just
Yes.
my level of perception, my literal
You know,
level?
yeah, I would also like to roll see if it's magical mist around us.
Arcana or nature?
Nature.
Joke's on
Just
you.
missed
We're
to
in
me.
Ravenloft now. 5. You know.
That would be unfortunate.
Curse of
Man.
Tony.
Regular old
You
mist.
don't have any real reason to think it is, but you can't say for certain. I mean, to you, it seems like mist. In your assessment, it probably is covering the entire the entirety of Emerdy Meadow.
Can I?
Is there any trees along the road to there, or is it just tall grass?
It's all grass for probably the next 8 hours of travel.
I mean, this is like a well-traveled road, right? So it should be fine.
Probably not as it used to be with all the criminal activity going on.
You know that there are, I mean, the rumor around town was that there are bandit raids, goblins, ogres.
Was there anything that I came across the first time I traveled through here, or was it kind of just like?
So the first time you guys came through here pretty heavily armed.
Well,
And showing a lot, like a big display of force. But you did see signs of bandits on the road. And I would say you probably, in fact, you know what? Go ahead and make a nature check. This will cover like what you picked up from them talking about it, or 14.
14.
Okay. So yeah, you recall that there are indeed lions that prey out here. There are other large predators of a supernatural variety. No dragons or anything like that, but you know that there's basilisks out here. There are manticores. This would be considered savanna for a biome.
Okay. I mean, I'll turn to the group and go, I mean, I can cast a spell that would help me locate a specific animal if we're curious if there's something near us. It's just, I can only focus on one animal.
I was joking about finding a dragon. I don't actually want
Oh,
Can-
okay.
to fight a
Can
dragon.
can I be ahead of the group and studying the ground, see if I pick up any tracks of different kind of animals?
You can make a
Like-
survival check.
What's been ahead of us? How recent are they? Survival. Natural 20.
Natural 20. Okay, so as you guys are moving along, you see very few signs of predation on the road. No tracks at all of lion, and you'd surmise they probably don't come this close to the road, considering the average traffic through here is probably heavily armed. You would suspect the biggest threat in here would be, and the tracks confirm it, goblins and bandits, often together. You do see signs, however, of wolves. Very, very big ones. Maybe wargs, maybe dire wolves. Which have been known to travel with goblins. You see a lot of what looks like merchant traffic, caravans going through here. And even as you're walking, at more than one point, you do see signs of where there may have been bloodshed a few days past. Enough
Okay, it's
signs to
kinda recent.
indicate, like, for sure, bandits prey on this road.
We have to be on our guard. I see no rare creature here, but there's signs of goblins, packs of wolves. Something you would normally expect on a road.
I mean,
Nothing out of the ordinary for this
Os-
area.
Osler did tell me that there's a cave with oozes somewhere along this road, but I presume there's not many caves in the meadow. So,
Don't you need ooze?
yeah,
Do you
I've
want
got my
to
eye
look?
open. I mean, I can see grass.
If we are trying to go undetected, I also have pass without trace.
I don't
Guys,
know what that is.
Do you guys hear that?
It's a spell.
Do I hear? Did you guys hear thunder just now?
Did I hear
Did I
thunder right now?
did I hear that, Stilly?
I mean,
There's in-game
yeah,
thunder.
there.
Yeah, that's what I
that is part of the
mean.
ambience.
Oh.
So I would say
Okay,
yeah, there
I'm
probably
just-
is like some cloud cover along with all this thick, dense mist. I would say it was probably stormy overnight.
Thought you were just going crazy and hearing thunder in real life.
No, I wanted to make sure
Now,
Stilly
the real
wasn't
question-
like.
The real question
you know.
is, were the horse hooves that you heard?
Oh God.
Yeah,
was it only
I
a
heard
single
those.
horse, or was it
Don't
more?
think I didn't, man.
Oh,
thunder
I don't
comes
have
galloping.
audio.
Yeah, I feel like the caves would be like not meadowy. I don't know much about this area, but we can
Well,
keep an
yeah,
eye
like
out.
in a cave somewhere.
Yeah. I don't think the thunder's a problem. I've never been struck by lightning before.
Oh,
I just
there's a
don't
first for
want
everything.
to get all wet. That's all.
Oh,
If we can avoid it.
yeah.
Gonna color your hair on the journey?
I did it this morning before we left.
Okay.
I didn't know what we'd be seeing.
Maybe we could pick up like a fake hair for you, rather
wig?
than
Have you ever
one
cut
of
your
those.
hair?
When I was little, I cut a piece off and I got in trouble.
I know, but if you cut it completely off, it's less recognizable, yeah? You have pretty long hair, right?
Yeah, she just puts it in a little thing. Yeah.
I think Junko said it grows back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It grows back. Oh,
Yeah.
Like rapidly? Overnight?
Do you want to see?
Not
Yes.
mine. Not mine.
Junko's gonna take her hair and just Mulan cut it off.
I would like
And
to note that
it'll grow
while
back
they're
tomorrow?
doing that, I am keeping attention to the road and our surroundings.
Okay.
Ithri's just staring at your Junko's hair for like the rest of the day.
Yep, I'm gonna put it in a little ponytail. It's gonna
Okay.
be all jagged.
Yeah, I was
It's
gonna
just
say it
'cause
would be a very tiny ponytail. It's not even easy to tie it up, considering you cut most of it off.
Yeah, it's just she wants it out of her face. That's
Mhm.
mainly. So it'd be like half up.
That's fine.
Like,
So, continuing forward, if you want, you can keep watch, though you have to slow to a slow speed if you want to be stealthy while moving along the road. So obviously you can't sneak on the road. You can keep watch though, and keep like a lookout for bandits or something preying on you from off the road. However, I do want you to be aware, this is Emerdy Meadow. So if you wanted to explore the meadow at all, you'll have to go off the road.
Did they
Yeah.
say? I remember someone saying that where the blight tree was, roughly.
That's in the forest beyond.
That's in the
Nock.
forest. Yeah.
Okay, so that's
Knollwood.
further. Okay, okay.
I mean, I feel there was lots of battles. I feel like words are hard. I also feel like there'd be like some difference in a place that had had a massive battle. I don't know.
What
I've
do
never
you
been
mean?
on a battlefield. Well, like it wouldn't just be meadow. I feel like there'd be like.
Well, it was a
things-
while ago.
That's true. I don't know.
What do you
I've
think
never.
happens in 10 years, Easter?
I think the question's more that I don't know what happens in battles than
is it
time.
just like pretty flat and you can see? I mean, other than this being tall grass, can you see like pretty far? Is there trees
If
in
it
the
wasn't
distance
for
or
all the
hills?
mist, you could see pretty far. The mist is
Okay, so
reducing
there's
visibility.
a lot of mist. Okay.
Oh, excuse me.
Let's-
I,
I
My
mean,
brain rattled.
Are you allergic to your hair being cut?
No, I'm
the
allergic
mist
to
around us.
the grass. It's
Oh, no.
okay.
She's
I'm
allergic
full.
to
I wish I
horse.
could
Go.
turn into something that could fly because then I could give us a good vantage point. But
Could try to stand on a mule.
I look pointedly at Junko. Nobody can fly here, so. But yeah, you could turn into a bird or
Do you
something,
think-
right?
I can't. I don't have the skill.
Do you think you could, Cora? Do you think you could balance on the mule?
Yeah, easy.
Yeah, get us some height advantage.
Okay, I'll get
be
up.
ready to catch you.
I'll stand on the mule.
I will give him head scratches as she does this because he probably doesn't like it.
She's pretty light.
Yeah, he does
She's
seem a little
polite.
distraught by it.
Politely climbing on a mule.
Yeah, like, oh, sorry, it's okay. I'm just gonna stand on your butt here.
Make an acrobatics check.
I get up there and I'm just like a little prairie dog, just looking around.
I'm not
Acrobatics?
sure how much benefit that height is going to be to you.
Yeah,
That's
there's
like an
mist
extra 5
around
feet.
us. Yeah, but it's covered in mist.
Yeah, I mean, you are able to balance on the back of the mule, but you find that it doesn't give you really much different of a view. You can see maybe a little further down the road. The road is kind
Just
of
looks-
windy. As it
The
weaves
road is
through here.
windy, and it's
Oh.
misty. That's about it. I can't see.
So the same as the last 8 hours we've been on the road.
Well, technically it hasn't been 8 hours yet.
Oh, well, how many hours it's been?
3.
Yeah,
Three.
about
Plus
3.
3 hours. But
Yeah. Not all my ideas work out.
if E3 is in need of this slime, and we were told it was around this area, perhaps we should leave the road and investigate towards the mountains, I would assume, be caves.
I mean, if we're leaving the road, do we want to do like a link hands or hold a rope or? I feel like if I step in there, I'm getting lost instantly, and if there's
I
like
could
a
wild
hole.
shape. Want to ride on my back?
Yes.
That's
Wait, what are you wild shaping into? The answer's still yes.
Wait, E3, you can just ride the mule and she can save it for if trouble.
Yeah, but that's less fun.
It will last
I
for
mean,
2
fine.
hours.
Sure. Okay.
Oh, should I get off the mule now?
Well, I
How
only
many
say
people
this
can a
if we-
mule hold?
If we go investigate, well, the mule's probably already packed with stuff.
With all the stuff on the mule, it could hold maybe one lighter person, but it would be...
Bearing in mind, dwarves are not light.
It could
They're
hold
small,
them,
but they're
the
densely
mule will
packed.
definitely be encumbered, so it will slow
Oh,
its
then no.
speed a little bit.
I mean,
Okay, I'll get down.
I mean, I can actually see over the grass. I just like if there's a dip, I might get lost, but it'll be fine.
God help you. if
Has
there's a
someone got?
pothole.
Has someone got a good
For
sense of
real?
direction?
I do
Do-
my wild shape. Actually, I do have a really
Like-
good sense of direction.
My
Yeah.
thinking is finding our way back to the road.
Could we see the sun? Where's the sun at right now?
So
Use that
it's
as compass.
cloudy because of the storms all
Oh,
night.
because of the storm?
Yeah.
Ithri's going to go and
Got
stomp
me
the
there.
grass for a bit and then back off and see if it just stands up straight away.
Mm-hmm.
It does.
It does.
I will. You know what? I'll start cutting some of it down as we go.
Did Arthur pack a machete by any chance?
No, but there's a general store. You could have stopped and bought one if you want.
I got a dagger. It's just we don't
Same.
need. We just need like a path back. I don't have breadcrumbs.
I'm just gonna start chopping it with my
Okay.
weapon.
And as Junko goes like chopping through, you make it about 15 feet before you feel something crunch. And like you lift your foot up and you can see that there is a goblin skull that you just stepped clean through, just lying buried in the grass.
Oh, that's cool. I mean,
Old. not a fresh, but it's there. And like
I'm
looking,
just
you
gonna-
can see the rest of the skeleton, a thoroughly rusted short sword nearby in the ground.
Actually, I'll be doing this with my comma. This is what the shit's for.
That's true.
Very true.
Um,
This was the plane of an ancient battle, so
I'm just gonna
skulls
keep
and dead
going.
bodies will be found.
I just wanted
Take
to note.
note.
So
Like,
you guys are
nothing's
going off the road.
fresh. Yeah, nothing seems
yeah.
fresh.
Okay.
would I know anything about dire wolves? Can I wild
Nature
shape into that, or is that
you could check.
not okay?
No, you can. Oh, I see. Can you wild shape into it?
For my wild shape, I
Yeah, I
just
would say
roll a
that.
nature check
Do a nature
anyways.
check if you have heard of them. If you know anything, you do. So yes, you can. I would say you've learned about dire wolves. You can shift into one as long as you have the CR for it.
I do.
All right, then yes, you
can. Yes, I do.
Perfect.
I would like to take over the reins for the mule, and I would constantly be monitor the mule, see if it gets nervous or jumpy or whatever, just as a warning for us.
He's very chill. By the way, what do you want to name the mule?
I'll get back to you on that.
Okay.
That's a good question. Yeah.
Have a name for it by next week, please. As you start making your way off the road, Junko hacking through this tall grass with her kama, probably making a path just wide enough to... It's a little narrower than a person, but wide enough that you can move through it with just the grass kind of tickling your sides. I would assume there's not really a particular direction you're going, right? Just kind of just going and seeing what you find. Is that accurate?
A little bit, yeah.
Towards the mountains a little
The
bit.
mountains are a few days away, but heading in that direction.
General direction, right?
You leave the road behind you, the mist kind of closing in the distance behind you. It's perceptibly, you can see that there are rises and dips in the landscape that you are passing over. About 20 minutes of this pass when... One second. Where's my D6?
You three, are
Horses.
you riding on my back, or are you walking?
Or are you on the mule?
I feel like
You could be in front of me.
Ithri would want to. No, I can't get on the mule because I'm too heavy. I feel like Ithri would want
you
to ride
can.
on the dire
I got
wolf,
off
but
it, didn't I? Wasn't that
Yeah,
enough?
but he's
regardless,
Kinda heavy.
Ithri weighs like a
Oh,
lot.
fair enough.
I am a large beast, so I can carry you.
I don't even know if I got a note of my weight, but yeah. If
Got a good
that is,
strength.
Ithri wouldn't like push the issue, but if it was offered, definitely riding a dire wolf.
She would have offered right before she wild shaped.
Yes,
Just like,
yes, it's happening then.
okay, cool.
Shoo.
Fair enough.
If
I'm
it's
gonna
on
name him
the battle.
Safari.
Dire wolf.
Okay.
Yeah.
Make sure you make a note of that. Safari, you said?
Sakari.
Sakari. Okay.
Sakari. Okay.
This is the second time I've
As-
named a horse-like thing with the word car in it.
How'd it go with the first one? Did it betray you to your death?
No, we just never needed it again.
As
Oh,
you lead the Valkyrie through this tall grass, Junko, you can't help but notice just wisps moving through the mist around you, and you've kind of experienced this your entire life. The shadows and the mist always speak to you. They've always reached out to you more than is comfortable. It probably terrified you as a child. Seeing the shapes and specters of what once was. However,
The hell is that?
Therithiel,
That was a noise.
you
Yeah, it
also can see humanoid shapes in the mist. And before you can, I mean, after you've, like, for sure seen that there's these specters in the mist, but before you've decided what to do about it, Therithiel specifically, you hear, "Here they come!" Followed by a little sound from the grass very near you, and kind of a shadow overhead. And looking up, you can see a storm of arrows in the air
Oh,
over your heads, about to rain down upon you. And we're gonna stop here for tonight.
Damn
oh
you!
shit!
I didn't know
What?
crossbows and bolts and shit.
Is this
Oh my
going towards
God.
Korth with their shit?
This is... So you see the stretch of road between Hummelbank and Noct?
Yeah.
That's the road you were on. You left it to go northeast.
Okay.
And you've gone so short a distance from that you would not be able to see a difference between your marker on the road and your marker near the road. But
Okay, so we barely got anywhere.
you
Here
got
they
20
come.
minutes off the road.
Like
Yeah.
they were planning for it. What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, horses.
Fucking horses.
man.
Fucking horses.
It's them shooting the arrows at us. I'm telling you. Smart.
No,
Damn
it would
horse
be hooves
mafia.
if it was the horses.
Yeah.
Listen. If it is the horse mafia, at least there's some good news about that.
They're gonna
After they
die.
kill you, they will send flowers to your loved ones.
Oh. I thought you were going to say after they kill us, we can play them as characters.
I mean, that too. That's also, they're both true. They are both true. So thank you everybody for watching tonight. This was a weird one, but a fun one. You can
We've got
find
some
us.
lag.
It looks like, yeah, we have a little bit of buffering going on right now.
Heck.
Heckin'.
heck.
Yeah, I'm dropping frames like crazy.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Pick those up.
What's going on?
Pick them up. Put them in a bag.
Come up.
Happens.
We are still live. It's just red.
Yeah,
and
we're still
dropping
Yeah,
going.
no,
frames.
we're still alive.
If
It'll
I
probably go
refresh
back in a
it,
second.
it comes back. So
Yeah.
it's back
Yeah,
for me.
it
It's
looks
just you
good
need to
now.
refresh.
Is that going to mess with the recording?
Well, let's hope not. It still says we're live, so it should be fine.
Yeah, we're still alive.
Okay.
It
was
usually
good for
just
me
drops
now.
for a bit and then.
Well, should I wait for it to come back before I tell everyone
it's
goodbye?
It's come back. It
yeah,
has come
me,
back for
it's
me.
back, yeah.
It is? Okay, well, I'm
I
still
just
showing a
needed to
red light,
refresh.
that's all.
Yeah,
I
it's
just needed to
going.
refresh
I
and
can see it.
Something probably with our internet. Sorry, everyone. But thank
It
you
might be a
for-
Twitch server thing, so I wouldn't worry about it too much.
I don't think so. If I've got a red light on OBS, I think it's us.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
But
But
thank you
we're
guys for
still
watching
live.
us. We will be live again next week at 7 p.m. Eastern.
And-
No, 3
That's
p.m.
tomorrow.
Eastern, 8 p.m. BST. Did I get that right?
Yes.
I don't know. Yes.
Yes,
Let's
okay.
go with yes.
Awesome, and 1 p.m. Mountain Time. And noon West Coast, right, McKnighty?
Yes.
Yes.
We need to
Beautiful.
get you a world clock link.
Yeah, we
We
do.
do.
For real. That would help so much. We will also be live tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern with our Pathfinder game, Pathfinder First Edition, playing Shattered Star, if you're into that. Otherwise, you can find all of this episode and other episodes from the past that you might want to catch up on our YouTube channel. And you can find all of these wonderful people all over the place here and me on our link tree, which is in chat right now. And I would recommend you check these lovely people out because most of them are pretty great. And then I'm also there, but check out the good ones.
He's really good too. He just doesn't want to boast.
No, I'm
That's true,
terrible
yeah.
and rotten and I kill PCs.
Not
That's also
intentionally.
Right.
Just me
Foreshadowing.
yesterday.
We'll
Hey,
see
you
when we
meant
come
it, yeah.
back
And
next
Ava.
week.
We'll
Yeah.
see you guys tomorrow, next week, or when you next come on by for a visit. Thank you everyone for watching. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Thanks for
Bye.
stopping by.